Hi, guys, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday to everyone. Happy
Okay.
Friday to those in television land and to all our silent viewers. Very welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me just do a bit of housekeeping while persons join in. Okay.
Oh yes, oh you all are doing in TV land. Right. Always a pleasure to have you guys tune in on our program. Really appreciate it. Right. And thanks for the continuous support as always. All right. We really appreciate that. All right. Nevertheless, in terms of discussion from last week and some issues that unfolding. We are here to make references of certain situation as it relates to these world empires and how they are tied in with currently situation. So we are still cruising and anticipating some persons to join in on the chat, right? Before we get going. Sorry again, guys, in terms of starting a little bit late than usual, but we have to be committed to our schedule and so forth, and that is that situation that caused us to have you know such late appearance. But of course, we are happy to be here. And, oh, Tara is in the house. Bless up, Sister Tara. All right. So, yes, Tara, thanks for being on board. Right. And, my apology again in terms of, the late
You better wait until most people come on, then you apologize.
entry.
Do it apologizing. Welcome, welcome, Tara. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for being here. So I'm just doing a little bit of housekeeping here. Yeah.
Okay, so we have another person joining. All right. So yes, persons are coming in. We have persons may caught up in traffic as well.
Let's say, oh
So
no, do.
yeah.
Tired, Tara. If tired was a person, trust me, you'll be looking right at tiredness at me right now.
Yes, all right. It's not easy in terms of our task, but I mean, we have to do it. At the end of the day, we have to deliver.
How are you doing, Tara?
Right. Talk to us, Sister Tara. How you doing?
Why the pin not coming up?
All right. So as wifey doing her house keeping, who all the persons who are following you know our live and in terms of our discussion, right? For this week, I chose a topic as it relates to try and explain, right, on the religious side of things, theologically speaking, and see how they aligned with our world events. And of course, I can tell you that, bless up yourself, Talman. I can tell you that, of course, the Bible is dead on point as it relates to, what was prophesied and definitely what we are seeing unfolding, right? So, which all of this situation, right, already outlined and established in the Bible, right? So that is what we are going to discuss and show some similarities with that and some references that the Bible made as it relates to the biblical events, right? That speak to even the current situation, right? We had spoken about Vladimir Putin last week, and trust me, as it relates to my prediction of Vladimir Putin, seems like it be dead on point. We spoke that Ukraine is a pretext, right, to Vladimir Putin situation, and we have proven it to be the fact. Currently, as we speak, right, Zelensky had given him the three things that he claimed that he wanted and the reason to start the war. And after Zelensky, right, decided to do that, he still continue fighting. So definitely, obviously, prove my point as it relates to Ukraine being a pretext. So you don't do we want to just get into the topic?
I need to acknowledge those.
Okay. So we are going to acknowledge those who are in the chat, and then I get into the subject matter. And once again, thank you all for coming.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. Yes, people were here earlier before the time that we would normally start, but hopefully it will come be joining us as well now. So we had Chuck Live who saying respect and blessings every time and showing some reverence. Sorry, thank you so much for the usual support, Chuck Life. Really appreciate it. Said I fell asleep while watching last week, but I'm up this week. Okay. It says Chuck Life says got a little review of what happened last week from the teammate Empress. Laugh out loud. Big up Empress every time. And Miss Monica also was here. She said thumbs up done. Thank you so much for that, Miss Monica. And she said, Chuck Life, how are you? Drink coffee this week. And she said it's jam fit bedtime. And Tara is in the building saying blessings to everyone. Welcome, Tara. Thank you so much for being here. And she's saying, how no do? And we did respond to that. And Tallman, welcome. Thank you so much. She's saying blessings all. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate the support. And Tara is saying, I understand what you mean, not feeling too well, but thankful nonetheless. Okay. Hope you start feeling better soon. And yes, we have to be thankful these days because we have life, we have strength, and we have freedom. So we have to be thankful. And Tallman is saying hi to Tara. And Tallman is also saying hi to Miss Monica. And Tara is saying, hey, Tallman, what's up there? I need to catch up with you. Okay, and Ricky Live 365 is in the building Ricky. Saying good night, Mystic Sensation. Night, Ricky, thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday to everyone again. He's saying night to everyone. And Miss Monica is saying, Tallman, hi, friend. And Miss Monica is also saying hi to Tara. So, guys, again, sorry for the late start for this week again. But as you know, work commitment, because Byron worked today. I worked today. I actually had to cut my hours short by 4. I only did 8 instead of 12 today. Luckily, I was able to work that out. Because sometimes it's hard to swap your shift with other persons when they have prior engagement, but luckily I was able to work it out. So thank you guys for tuning in so late. It's not purposeful late start, but as we said, work, and Byron literally not too long came through the door after 6. So you guys have to see with us. And Ricky's saying, Tara, good night. And again, happy Friday to everyone who's here. Thank you so much for those in television land for your usual support, and also our silent viewers who are tuning in. We really love and appreciate you guys as well. And for everyone who are here, welcome again, and thank you so much for tuning in. For anyone who wants to join in on the discussion, you can type your comments in the chat, as well as the pin is linked. And You want to use the calling line tonight, or are you going to use that phone now?
Well, yeah, I'm going to use this phone now.
Okay,
All
so
right.
you're not using calling line tonight then. Okay. All right, so you have the floor.
Okay, so as you see the topic, right, I am just going to discuss tonight as it relates to, biblical events and the prophecy. And when we, calculate the prophecies, we realize that the Bible is dead on point, speaking in relativity of this time. So, as it relates to theology, as it relates to um, religious education, the Bible speaks of kingdom, four established kingdom, which is Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece, Rome, and divided into the 10 toes, right? Where we talk about the politics, right, that cause the division where the 10 toes concern. So as I speak about the four division, right, this started with Nebuchadnezzar, right, the king of Babylon, and who know Bible very well, that Nebuchadnezzar had dreamt seeing a large image, an image of a man that divided into four parts. This image was so huge, right? It also have the head of gold, silver, chest, and the waist of brass, and both legs made out of iron, and the 10 toes, right? That represent 10 different kingdoms that are now divided. And we are going to place them tonight. Now, Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, when he got this dream, he didn't understand it. It was so confusing to him. But as what the Bible said, he trembled upon his bed, right? Seeing such image, and wanted to find out what was the reason for this dream. Now we all know that during that time, Daniel, right, was already incarcerated. Daniel was in custody, and Daniel, right, being who Daniel is, a man of God, right, was the only person who able, right, to reveal that vision. But Nebuchadnezzar was a wise man. He did not tell the dream, right? He wanted to find out who could tell him what the dream mean. So he put out a decree to say any person who can tell him what he dreamt, then that person is good enough to tell him what the dream mean. And that is how wise Nebuchadnezzar was. So then, of course, Nebuchadnezzar, sorcerers and all those persons who claim that they are sorcerers and so forth, could not tell him what he dreamt. So obviously, they couldn't, right, determine the dream. They couldn't interpret the dream, sorry. However, I get wind of a man by the name of Daniel who was in custody. And that man was a man of God. And that man was able to tell him the dream. So he got Daniel released from custody. And when Daniel released from custody, right, Daniel went to see him. And Daniel said, "Oh, Nebuchadnezzar, great king of Babylon, you have dreamt seeing an image of a man, and the image divided into four parts." Daniel told him that the head of gold represent him, Babylon, him, Nebuchadnezzar, and that the chest of silver, that means Media and the Persian, is going to defeat him, and his kingdom is going to be defeated. Daniel also tell him that the brass of the waist, the Grecian Empire, is going to defeat the Medes and the Persian. Daniel also told him that the legs, iron, right, the legs of iron, right, is represented by the Roman Empire. And the Roman Empire will, of course, defeat Greece. Now, after that, we have the 10 toes. And the 10 toes represent 10 kingdoms. And the 10 kingdoms speak about iron and clay. And that is where our conversation is going to get into depth tonight, that including Vladimir Putin, that including Adolf Hitler. And let us start where it begins. Now, let me check my thing here. After Babylon got defeated, Medes and Persian take over from 539 to 331 BC. And after Greece, the Grecian Empire defeated the Medes and Persian with Alexander the Great, right? That empire lasted for 331 to 168 BC. And then we have the Roman Empire. And so then, guys, this is where I'll be coming off script and speak to you, right, as it relates to memory and as it relates to articulation. Now, for those who are listening and those who want to do research after, our politics today begin first by the Roman Empire. They are the first empire to found politics. So where you have the different ideology form and the different philosophy form that causing the rumbling right now in Ukraine, causing the rumbling in World War II, it began with the Roman Empire. They are the first empire to originate the political process. So see where we are coming from. We are coming from Babylon, the first established kingdom on earth. Babylon then was an imperialistic, right, government. Now, it starts after defeating with Medes and the Persian, right, under their imperialistic ideals. Comes down to Greece, Alexander the Great, under his imperialistic ideas, right? When we talk about monothesis, right, and polythesis, right? Those were the empires who believe in more than one God, right? When we talk about polythesis, right? Now, let me give you a revelation. Medes and Persian is modern day Iran. Modern day Iran. So we are going to get into the politics of things and where the Roman Empire is concerned. For those who may not understand as it relates to the head of Christianity, if you should Google that, you will realize that the head of Christianity is Rome. It was, of course, in Iran that they found out, right, and shift from the polythesis as it relates to more than one God. and define monothesis as it relates to one God, right? Now, I am not going to get too technical here because I want to connect the dots for you. Now, let us look on Rome, where politics, the whole political process started from. Now, what happened as it relates to Rome, of course, now today you are hearing about democratic principles and you are hearing about republican principles and you are hearing about capitalism, you are hearing about imperialism and so forth. Now, within the politics of Rome, and that Rome designed these philosophies, when I established the four kingdoms to you, in those times, what used to happen when a kingdom overthrew another kingdom is that they recultured them. So then for Babylon, who have a particular culture and defeated, right, by Medes and the Persian, right, then Medes and Persia would normally kill most of the men and take the women and some of the skillful men who have talent. And so it goes on from then, where culture intertwine with culture. So from the Babylon days, right, Babylon have a particular culture. When they captured and defeated, right, of course, the culture from Medes and the Persian, right, intertwined. When Greece captured, overthrew Medes and the Persian, then the culture intertwined. So culture is coming from way back in the beginning until now. Now, what is important now that we are going to talk about, remember that Daniel, that Nebuchadnezzar had dreamt, seeing this image of a man, great man, that divided it in four parts. The Bible only breaks down for us the four great kingdoms that rule here on earth. I have not spoken about the big stone that smite the image in pieces because that will leave for a next topic, and I will tell you what the big stone mean. So Nebuchadnezzar also saw the big stone smite the image to pieces. So we will leave that for our next comment. So let me talk about the four kingdoms, right, that sprinkle down to the very same Adolf Hitler, the very same Vladimir Putin, right? And let us give an understanding. So what happened with the Roman politics, right, is what divided in terms of philosophy, right? In terms of, persons voted and, vote for a particular party, whether the party is Democratic or the party is Republican. Remember, I said that it is the Roman Empire who designed that and go forward with politics. There wasn't any form of political process before, right? So it is the Roman Empire that we give the honors for the political process, so to speak. Now let us talk about the 10 toes. And surprisingly, it speaks about the iron and clay. What does iron and clay means? So iron and clay, like when we are in school, we talk about solution, that any two things that can mix, it's solubles, like sugar and water, salt and water, right? It can mix, right? So iron and clay, right, are two factors that cannot be mixed, right? So let me tell you what the iron and clay means. Remember that the image of 10 toes and what the 10 toes mean. Now we have seen Eastern world and the Western world. And let me say to you, what Vladimir Putin is fighting for is reunite, right? Reunite that Eastern Empire, which is the Soviet Union. Because what happened, let us go into the iron and clay. imperialistic ideals and democratic ideals split the globe in two, East and West. NATO, who represent democratic ideals. Notice all the countries who join within NATO are democratic regime. So people, let me break it down for you. All the countries who join with NATO are democratic regime. America, democratic. Canada, democratic. England, democratic. France, democratic. Argentina, democratic, and so forth. So all those NATO countries believe in democratic principles. Now, the Bible speaks of iron and clay, the East and the West, the Western world, which the Western world, which is more of a democratic philosophy and a democratic principle. The Eastern world, where you talk about Vladimir Putin, Russia, the Soviet Union, imperialistic. Where you talk about North Korea, imperialistic. Where you talk about China, imperialistic. Those are imperialistic regime. Now, it tells you that within the Eastern world, there is a great division. And I'm going to tell you why it comes to Ukraine and Zelensky, that the president for Ukraine, and Vladimir Putin, the president for Russia. Now, the thing is, the people in the Eastern Hemisphere is tired of imperialistic governance, is tired of communist governance. People want to more liberalize. And so as it relates to that liberalization, they prefer to go and seek Western ideals, which is democratic. Western ideals simply means that, okay, people are not owned by their government. They are not under a dictatorship. Their freedom of speech is their freedom of speech. In imperialistic governance, under an imperialistic regime, you do not have freedom of speech. Now let me give you a perfect example. Vladimir Putin said that if anyone in Russia call this war a war, that Russia is having war with Ukraine, they will serve 15 years in prison. Look at that. These are the reasons why people want to break away. These are the reasons why the Soviet Union broke up. These are the reasons why West and East Germany, right, did have that differences. Iron and clay, imperialistic and democratic. People want to be more liberalized. People want to have an understanding that their speech, right, is not being governed by the government, are not being controlled by the government. So when the Bible speaks of Rome, Rome is the last empire that stands, right? And we know as it relates to Pope John Paul, who is the head of Christianity. So if someone in the chat want to Google that and said, all right, who is the head of Christianity? You're going to see Rome, right? Which is the head of Christianity. Anyway, let me pivot with my thing here. Now, so what happened as it relates to Vladimir Putin, right? The series of corruption that he mixed with. is corruption as it relates from the Magnitsky Act that I spoke about, using several things as disguise. Putin is the art of deflector. Someone who involved, right, in terms of intelligence moving, spy work, spy network, right, is very good and skillful and crafty, right? And so then, for Ukraine, Ukraine is only a proxy for this war. The fundamental reason that Vladimir Putin want to rebuild imperialism and simultaneously want to use that, right, to get back his money, you understand, and relieve himself from all sanctions. What Vladimir Putin wants to do, and people, I am saying it, is to create a war and create a new world order. Simple means imperialistic government overthrow democratic government. Now, if Vladimir Putin successful, you will have a shift. You will have a new world order. And so then Vladimir Putin doesn't care about sanctions. Let us go into the Bible to prove that. The Bible said that iron and clay cannot mix and will never mix. It's not a soluble that can work. And so then, when you look at that, you will see that under no sovereignty that you can have imperialistic governance and democratic governance. It's a no way. It just can't work, right? So what happened now, you have the Eastern world want to break away from that sort of imperialistic. Now, when you look, the breakaway happened with Ukraine. Ukraine doesn't want to be under the Soviet Union. People don't want to be under imperialistic governance. And so that you have Ukraine and other countries broken away from that. Now, if you look at it, what happened is that Ukraine want to go democratic, fully democratic, as what their principle is, because Ukraine principle is democratic. And so then Ukraine want to go and join NATO. It's a sovereign country. He has a right to do so if he wants to do that. Now, so gentlemen and ladies, what we are seeing here is imperialistic power. Now, to show you that Vladimir Putin is a defector, 3 days ago, for people who are following the news, Zelensky said, okay, based on the 3 options that you stated that caused this war, Zelensky said, I will give you these 3 things. I will not show interest to be a part of NATO. Right? And 2 other countries in the region, I will grant them and recognize their independence. Now, after Zelensky mentioned that, people, we all have common sense. Did Vladimir Putin cease fire? No. What Vladimir Putin did was to turn up the heat. Because guess what? Really and truly, that is not Vladimir Putin's interest Vladimir Putin's interest is to push this envelope, as I originally said, to pull out NATO. Because his idea is want to tumble the Western Empire. He wants to change the status quo of the Western Empire. He wants to shift power from the West to the East. Remember now, we speak of iron and clay. The East that's represented by him. And let me tell you something, they are strong dragons in the East. Let me tell you the dragons who are in the East. Vladimir Putin, China, North Korea. Just imagine a unification with all those Eastern countries, if it happened, and NATO. And if they succeed, let me tell you people, and let me tell the world this, whether we like it yes or no, or whether we are trembling yes or no, the status quo will change. If the Western Empire being defeated, the status quo will change. And now I am just telling you this so that you can understand Vladimir Putin. This is the reason why Vladimir Putin doesn't care about any sanction that the Western Empire puts on him, which NATO represents that empire. He doesn't care heck whether they want to use the SWIFT against him, whether they want to blacklist his economy, because his objective is to tumble the Western power. And if he succeeds tumbling the Western power, then the sanctions will not make sense. So now you can understand and have an understanding of why Vladimir Putin doesn't care about sanctions. So we will go into the chat and then we come back. All right.
So a lot of salutations going on. Just acknowledge those who have joined us.
Read them through.
Ricky Life. Okay, so Rose Kitchen and Vlogs is in the building. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate the support. Happy Friday to you.
Bless up.
I was welcoming Rose. There's just a lot of salutations going on. And Active Chupsy is also here saying
check. More bless, Chupsy.
Welcome, Chupsy. Thank you so much for coming, and more salutations there. And Yuda Sensational Easy is also in the building saying good night to the Mystic family and all the viewers. Good night, Yuda. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for the usual support to everyone.
Bless up yourself, Yuda. I will carry something, for the leak down Ricardo tonight, Make sure you carry bomber.
Okay, so more salutations, guys. I'm just gonna skip over the salutations for time and make sure I don't miss anybody. And then Natty Slim is in the building saying we're having history class.
Bless up, Natty.
Natty, thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate you being here. And guys, remember to thumbs up the live as you come in. Share us out if you have a platform and can do so. It will be greatly appreciated. Thank you. And Yuda is saying, I have stopped missing my sleep to watch this as it unfolds. And Sassy's in the building for Dion. It's Dion's and family saying night, night, everyone. Good night, Sassy. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. And Natty saying hi today and some more salutations there. And I think I had acknowledged, yes, I had acknowledged Tallman already. And Vibes with the Thompsons family is in the building saying, Mystic showing some virtual
Blessed
hearts.
vibes.
And also saying hello to everyone in the chat. Hello and happy Friday to you, Vibe. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you being here. And Truck Life is also here, saying he just came in off the road and he's here now.
Bless myself, Truck Life.
That you got in safely, and thank you so much again for your usual support. And more salutations going on. Yes, more salutations. And Tara saying, going to leave you running. These meds won't let me stay awake. Blessings to all the beautiful people in the chat.
All right.
Okay, no problem,
Bless up, Tara.
Thank you so much. Get some rest, and I hope you feel better soon. And Natty was saying, you're welcome. Thank you again. All right, so that's where we're at, and more salutations going out.
Yes. So as we mentioned in terms of, the imperialistic idea, right? We remember what happened with Hitler. Is that imperialistic mind, right, that have driven Hitler, right, for Hitler to do what he did, right? Want to conquer the world, right? Want to be that one man so powerful. So when he speaks, his word is law, right? And so then that sort of imperialism, right, will always cause catastrophe, as it done in World War I, as it done in World War II, and potentially it is going to be the same thing, that posing imperialistic idea coming from Vladimir Putin wants to reunite, right, the Soviet Union. And let me tell you something, right? I am going to say this, that the Ukraine will be like David fighting Goliath. We have seen that Goliath is big and strong. His army is mighty and powerful. He predicted, he called the Operation Lightning, believing that within 2 days he would have tumbled Ukraine. But you know what? The will of God, you understand, holds strong, because we are evil dispense, right? Particularly when it is, right, covering the innocents and beating down the innocents, right? Ukraine managed to resist. Now it's going on to 3 weeks, holding the Russian army at bay. And guess what? They are getting, right, the goods for their money, right? A lot of Russian soldiers, right, are being killed, right? And so then you can see the resistance from Ukraine. But as I said, Ukraine is like David, and we know what happened in that battle, that David slew Goliath. The longer, and let me say this, and people, you're going to remember that I say this, the longer Russia stays in Ukraine, it is more devastating for Russia. We have seen now Vladimir Putin using pretext, as if he want to use biological weapon, right? Because his army is under pressure. What he has on paper is not working out physically on the battlefield. And so then the more Ukraine resists, I don't put anything out of Vladimir Putin thinking to utilize nuclear armament, right? Because he had already made up his mind, right? Now he is now seeking outside army, and I'm wondering if NATO is listening to that. He is now seeking outside army from the Middle East, wanted to come and assist him. Can you imagine, people? Russia, let me talk about it. Russia is now seeking help, assistance from the Middle East to come and assist him. I thought he was big and mighty. I thought it was Operation Lightning. So then, if it is not Operation Lightning, now we can understand why he's now begging for help. Right? The longer he stays in Ukraine, it is going to commit mass genocide. Putin has long gone over the borderline. And when he finishes, ICC, International Criminal Court, will pursue him. And he knows that. Don't think that he's going to come back and try to say, okay, let us have peace and let us finish this. Because after this, and even if he does that, he will face ICC. Because, of course, ultimate war crime has been committed. He has used vacuum bombing, right? That is banned as it relates to Geneva Conference, as it relates to ICC. So then, the amount of peril that he's under is economy, right? And the sanction that set back Russia for more than 100 years. Think of it. So then, where Russia goes from here, right? Vladimir Putin has calculated the whole thing wrong, and he will not tumble the Western Empire, right? As he planned to do. He will not. And so then we see, as the Bible speaks of those empire. But guess what? What we notice, for all those empires that the Bible speaks about, if you notice, they have been defeated. All those imperialistic empires, from Babylon, right? Medes and Persia, right? Greece, right? They have been defeated. Us as human beings, we want to be liberal. We believe in freedom of speech. We believe in a democratic order. We believe that, of course, we have a talent and we can work according to our talent. Right? Natty Slim said Russia will suffer because of his stupidity. Natty Slim is 110% right. Russia has no turning back. So what he's going to do, right? He's going to detonate nuclear and turn this into a nuclear war, right? Now, remember that the Bible states, as it relates to the 10 toes, and I show you the 10 toes that spring out into these kingdoms that have iron and clay, have their differences, their political differences, right? Who are imperialistic, right, and democratic, right? And you see the struggle from them, right? From under Rome, you have that situation, the struggle, right? Until now, we have that struggle. We see imperialistic madman like Adolf Hitler want to try to take over the world. He failed, right? We have seen now Vladimir Putin want to create World War II 2.0, right? And this will not happen, right? As I said, Vladimir Putin calculus is the calculus of a madman. I am now wondering if Vladimir Putin has a serious mental situation. Where does he go from here, right? Now, that wasn't the only thing. The images wasn't the only thing that Nebuchadnezzar dreamt. Nebuchadnezzar also dreamt seeing a big stone that smite the image to pieces. I was saying,
hear what Byron's saying.
can't hear what Byron's saying.
Um,
Okay, let
I
us.
think maybe.
What's
Is
that?
it your device, Sassy? Let us know because everybody else seemed to be.
All right, persons in the chat, are you hearing me? Type
Yes.
for those who are hearing me. Can you type?
Type yes, you're hearing, or we're hearing. Okay, I think it's Dion's.
So Dion, I think it may be your device that.
Oh, Coach Clive says he's hearing perfectly. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's Dion's device.
Yes. So as we have seen a lot of imperialistic empire, right? Even in the Caribbean, we have seen Cuba, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have seen Cuba, right? We have seen Venezuela, right? Who believe in the imperialistic ideals, right? And so then, when it comes to imperialistic ideals, the Bible speaks of iron and clay, right? People are going to struggle with that, right? Because who are really comfortable? I can speak that if it was the will of the Chinese people or the Chinese inhabitants to go democratic, they would have gone there, right? But their government, who had the hand forcing a philosophy, right, that control these people. Now, the different philosophy as it relates to those ideals speaks to the economy of which it's operate. So then, of course, a place like China, a place like Cuba, a place, of course, like North Korea, will operate what we call a controlled economy, right? Only controlled by the government. So now private sector now have no say in that. Whatever the government says goes, right? You can't speak certain things against the government. Because if you speak certain things against the government, you can be impeached. Look in the United States. American citizen can say Donald Trump is a fraud. Anyone prison him? No. That's a democratic country. Freedom of speech. That's what we love. Right? Or one can say Joe Biden, for example, is a fraud. I'm just giving an example. Will that person be in prison? No. Look at the difference. You stand up in China and you say that the China president is a fraud, you will be in prison. So I want you to get for you to understand the imperialistic ideals. Now look in Russia. If the people in Russia call this what he call a special operation, if you call it a war in Russia, 15 years in prison. So you tell me that imperialistic ideals, and where the Bible speaks of it, where the Bible gives you the breakdown of Babylon, Medes and Persia, Greece, and Rome, who started the political process, and give you the 10 toes, right? And the differences that cause the 10 toes are the 10, kingdoms to be in turmoil. whether we want to put them into NATO, right, on the western side, or we want to talk about Eastern imperialistic, the war between West and East. And so you can see that Vladimir Putin is uncomfortable because the Western Empire, you understand, is spreading in his region because of his imperialistic mind, right? He doesn't want NATO in his region. That is true. That is only part and parcel of the problem. But the true problem is the corruption, right? The sanctions, the Magnitsky Act that is up to throat, and the billions of dollars that been seized. I noticed that when I look on MSNBC, they are not speaking about the Magnitsky Act. When I look on CNN, they are not speaking about the Magnitsky Act. I would not mention Fox, because Fox, I will say that, is biased with their news spreading, right? And I don't expect nothing from Fox than spinning the truth. And that is what Fox gives, right? Yes, that is what Fox gives. So I don't even listen to Fox. So the truth be told is, why are they not speaking about it? Eh? Because guess what? It is the roadmap for us to also understand the war that is going on in Ukraine. It is the roadmap. And none of the media house carrying that. Don't want to speak about the Magnitsky Act, because that also part and parcel of the problem for Vladimir Putin to fight with the Ukraine. Right? And they sit as if they don't know about it. But people, you have time, you have your phones, you Google the Magnitsky Act, and then you will see what Byron is talking about. Right? And so then as we talk about the imperialistic, the corruption, the autocratic government that believe that they can do things and no one under the jurisdiction can question them. And if you dare speak anything against an autocratic government, you will serve your time in prison. Lori Magnitsky served his time in prison to go against Vladimir Putin, of exposing what? The corruption of Vladimir Putin. And so then, that is the reason why the Magnitsky Act was established. The Magnitsky Act was passed by both Democrats and Republicans, who see that the corruption was so blatant, right? And so they have to go off after Vladimir Putin and the oligarchs and his oligarchs, right? And so then what we have here today, we have something tuning up, where the world is now witnessing, right? Genocide in the present of our eyes. And so sad to say that as it relates to the amount of debt at this early stage, World War II did not have that in comparison. So this is traveling very fast. And as what we said, and I will continue to say it, that if NATO don't put a check on this, might be we're going to have a very serious problem. Zelensky has proven it to us 3 days ago, right? Zelensky has proven it to us because before Zelensky came out with that, I suspected Vladimir Putin before Zelensky came out with it. And I'm glad that Zelensky came out with it to say, okay, all right, since that my interest going into NATO caused you to fight with me, right? I am going to give you the 3 things that you claim caused the war. Zelensky had did that 3 days ago. Came out publicly and said, okay, for us to stop the mayhem, for us to stop the genocide, let us come together, right? And save life. What Vladimir Putin done? Increase attack, right? Launch bomb and where you have a children hospital. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the heart of this man? Children, you're killing children.
Maternity hospital.
Right? You launch a bomb into a maternity hospital. How sick that is. You claim that, okay, if Zelensky showed no interest for NATO, the man came out and the man said, okay, I am not showing any interest. The man came out on his knees, and said, okay, you claim that, okay, these are the things that caused you to war with me. I am giving it to you. And what you do? You up the ante. You're up the ante and attacking a maternity ward. Killing what? Children. This is sick. So obviously, that is not the reason for your war, which I long suspected. Right? That Ukraine is just a proxy. And you are not stop doing this until you draw up NATO. Because that is where you are going. And that is where you want to go. Right? Because you want to drag NATO in it. Right? So, honey, let us read out the chat again and we get back and see how we can address some of what the persons are saying in the chat. Once again, thank you to be here, right? And at least give me a listening ears. I really appreciate that.
I feel 3 children in chocolate was saying. All right, let's go into the chat. And guys, as I said before, I'm just going to skip over the salutations for time as we are crunched for time. I'm just going to acknowledge those who are just joining us. Let me just make sure I didn't miss over anything. Okay, so Miss Beauty Cake Kitchen is in the building saying, big up beautiful people. How are you all doing? Big up Miss Beauty Cake. Why are you laughing back?
Because you would have said.
Okay, thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate it. Happy Friday to you. And salutations again. And you guys said, Byron, you may go slap when you can't cut history class.
Why you that me think may have such a solid friend, and you plan to kuzo me.
Okay, and then it's saying, leaving you to run on the screen on another live. Okay, so that's why she wasn't hearing. Okay. All right, no problem. Some more salutations, guys. Just gonna skip over the salutations. And I was telling where you can find the story of Nebuchadnezzar's dream and the interpretation. It's Daniel chapter 2. And the whole story is there. And you are saying, I will return after history class, but there will be no civics class. And so I go to school. And that is laughing at what you just said. And Did I acknowledge Nika before? Okay, and Lanika Corner is in the building. She's saying, thanks, Doc. And she was also saying, welcome to everyone earlier. And there's more salutations going on. And I was welcoming her, so more salutations. And you guys saying, laugh out loud, not yet sure. I always feel these subjects. And she was saying Russia will suffer because of his stupidity. I highlighted that, so I tried to highlight what persons are saying while you're talking when it leads to the topic. And I was saying I agree with Natty, and Sassy was saying Russia can't suffer. Israel is going to suffer more. And Sassy was saying oil prices skyrocketing.
Yeah, that's true.
And she was saying she was commenting based on what's in the chat because she wasn't hearing. Okay. And Yuda is saying, and Ukraine going down because they're too, and that word there. And I was saying the Sassy, it is worst for them because right now their dollar have no value. And Sassy was saying really, but Russia is a rich country. Yes, but because of all these sanctions that they've put on them and so many businesses that have pulled out and their assets have been frozen overseas and they can't really do much business, then
no doubt
their dollar is dead.
Yeah, Russia has two of the most resource commodity that the world needs, which is grain and oil. But remember that the amount of sanctions that are on them. Right, they can't even lift them head above water. All right, go ahead.
And Natty was saying, laugh out loud, you better stay for this class because it's going to affect us all. And Yuda is saying, Nika IQ 0 about Ukrainians again. And Sassy is saying that's the main reason why most countries not helping them because of what was said earlier. And Nika is saying, but you are perfectly right. And Yuda is saying, true, not in one way or the other, it will.
Yeah.
And Nika is saying, sad, it will affect
us. Yes.
Especially in the US, gas prices are like $4 something a gallon, $5 something a gallon. That's rough. And Sassy is saying, yeah, Nika, that me sorry for too, okay. And Yuda is saying, may I go home to till the soil, all of them land up a country of ways. Yes. And I was saying it already started. Oil prices, food prices, utilities, prices for everything has already increased.
Exactly.
Right now we can't even get children's Tylenol on the shelf. It was today that we were discussing it at work. Yeah, you can't find children's Tylenol. And I went into Walmart and there was 2 on the shelf, and I'm sorry I didn't take the 2. And Natty was saying it does matter where you go. Yeah.
Yep.
And Nika was saying, I hope there won't be a food shortage.
Well, if it continues, definitely you're going to have a food shortage because it's going to affect the chain, supply and demand chain.
Manufacturing and all of
that.
Transportation. And Yuda is saying, these increase we are seeing is from the big C. Which means corruption. This will start affecting us in a few months to come. Then it will be double whammy. Yes. Oh. You guys in Jamaica have its own oil too. Yeah. Sassy said, oh Lord, most of us can't manage that. And Natty said, she was saying it doesn't matter where you, but I think that's what, it does matter where you go. Doesn't. We just have to boil a lot of coconut to make up.
Well, I mean, you have to dynamic version in perilous times.
Yeah, it's a talk truth, and you would have said, and I said, me, I can manage anything that come my way. And the other saying, okay, Yuda was saying soon come back. She's busy at work. And super active families in the building saying, blessings everyone, happy Friday. Blessings to you, super active family, and welcome. Thank you so much for coming. And we have accepted your Malta challenge. We're just yet to find the time to do it. And we have to do 2 bottles of Malta, I think. And Shane also called us out on that challenge. But guys, we're gonna do it. Just give us some time. We're strapped for time.
Man, we are get it done. We are getting it done.
And we need to find those Malta. All right, so more salutations going on here.
So what? Who can drink it faster?
I think we have to time ourselves. I have to watch it. We have to drink it within a specific time.
Okay.
God, it tastes like old molasses.
Ah.
Sorry, let me go back up. It just jumped, guys. Just bear with me. Let me just catch up back. We are at, and Chuck Life was saying that's crazy. 3 children when you were talking about the bombing and kids being killed. And Overton, son of a king, is in the building.
Bless up, Overton.
Good morning, one and all.
All right, sir.
Overton, welcome. Happy Saturday to you.
Yeah, man. Bless up, bless up, bless up.
Joining us. I know that it's wee hours in the morning there in the UK. Really appreciate you coming to support. And more salutations. So, guys, I'm just jumping over the salutations time. And Chuck Life is saying, my ears are yours, Mr. Byron. It's always good to hear you speak. Respect and blessing every time.
Blessed Chuck Life. Really appreciate that.
Thank you so much for that. And Natty saying that's exactly what Russia is doing, trying to get NATO's attention. Yes.
Exactly, Natty. And you see, because guess what? At the end of the day, right, Zelensky came out and said, okay, all right, let us stop this, because the amount of lives that are being lost. And Zelensky made that effort, right, to say, okay, all right, let me go on my knees, right? You didn't have to do it, right? But for the goodness sake and to preserve life, let me give you what you so deeply require, right? And Zelensky said, okay, I will not show interest to NATO, and I will recognize that 2 other countries are independence and so forth. But yet, what the man did, the man upped the ante. Then it goes to show us all that Ukraine is just a proxy war, right? It's just a pretext. Vladimir Putin's true intention is to reorganize the Soviet Union, right? And to the fact that the Maninsky go against him, in doing so, he wants to also tumble the West. Because what he's saying, who is the West? This is what Vladimir Putin is saying, people. Who is the West to put sanction on me? I have 60% of the oil resources. I have, right, the grains, most of the grains that the herd need, right? I have nuclear armament, you understand, more than everybody. Who are they to impose sanction on me? That is what the imperialistic mind is saying. That is what he's saying. And he thinks that, guess what? He runs the earth. Notice all of these imperialistic ideals who try to conquer the earth from Babylon come straight down. They are flawed. From Babylon with Nebuchadnezzar, right? From Medes and the Persian with Cyrus, right? From Greece with Alexander the Great, right? They have all failed. So then he should have taken a history lesson, not to repeat this, right? So let us go into the chat.
Okay. All right. So we read that. You're saying we are friend man, lol.
All right.
And okay, so more salutations going on. And naturally, Tammy is in the building.
Bless up, natural Tammy.
Hi, Ann and Byron. Hello, Tammy. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you joining us. And she's saying blessings to everyone. And then we have more salutations going on down the line. Yeah, more salutation. And you there saying, Overton, what you do over here? Man was
stone. No, man, leave Overton alone, man. Overton a brother, I know. So you understand. He's welcome.
And then more salutations, and he says, lol, me come look for my friend over here, Yuda. And Ricardo is saying, me is here.
All right, we love the language.
And he is shouting it out.
Me is here.
You can't miss him. He is here. Welcome, welcome, Ricardo. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for stepping into the building.
I'm a miserable friend.
Your presence is known. Huh?
I'm a miserable friend. You know my miserable friend already.
Maybe in the background waiting.
Okay.
All right, so welcome, Ricardo. Happy Friday, and then more
If
salutations
she
going
if she
out to
hears me, I
Ricardo
call
and
her my
Overton.
miserable friend, and I put it on you.
You know, say I mix up them, darling, man. You love to take yourself out of things and put me at the forefront.
Then
And
if you have the forefront.
Overton is saying, are you not at work? And Tammy is saying, I haven't been driving much, thank God. I recently got a new job and I'm working
Oh, that's
full
good.
time now, so thankfully not buying a lot of gas. I guess she means
Okay.
she's working from home.
All right. That's so good, Tammy. We're glad for that.
Yes, working from home full time.
All right.
Yes,
Blessings to you, Tammy.
That's
Right.
good. So
Yeah, man, that's
big up
really
to
good.
you. I just drive 1 kilometer to work. I can stay in my room and look over at the top of the hospital, so I hardly use gas.
Well,
So but you who have
me
the
have
long
to take the journey. Oh my goodness. It's tough for me, man. Tough.
The amount that I used to pay to fill my tank, I paid the same amount, and it just barely 3/4 the other day.
Yes.
But we're still not too bad because we have our own. I guess it's just the supply and demand that caused it to bump a bit.
Yes.
Can't wait. Okay, it's just saying that the page became unresponsive.
Don't pay that no mind.
Okay. All right.
Click wait.
Are you? It's still. I can see it's okay. I think that message. I'm just gonna ignore that message.
Okay.
And oops, no, I can't ignore the message.
Click wait.
Yep. Now we're side down. 1 second, guys. Turn and rotate.
All right.
Let me put this one down here. All right, so let me just get a plug. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened with the computer, so we have to abort that and use the phone. So, all right, let me go get a plug.
Okay. All right. So let me shift to mom's share. To be honest, I really don't know what is going on, but let me just make some correction here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we still find different ways and means to combat the situation. I don't know what is happening, but sometimes when we speak the truth, right? If there's no intent of goggling us, but we are here and we have different mediums of getting our life up and ready. And of course, we are going to get into our game because we started a bit late, and we have to understand that people might want to go to retire to their bed and so forth. So we're going to make sure that we venture into the game.
System still not come back up yet.
And try to fix the system later. So far we are using another medium in terms of hosting this live. We really apologize for the slight inconvenience that we have, right? So without okay,
Sure.
so we are going to get into
Oh my goodness.
what is it?
Chocolate say a long time. Mr. Byron was sitting on that chair.
And you think that chocolate, know it? Chocolate, I feel comfortable, right? I don't feel like to come out. Trust me.
There's so much chat.
But it come like chocolate, just read my mind, so. But yeah, man, it's really comfortable. Nah, like, but yeah, we are going to get into the game because honestly, we don't really know what is up. All right, all of a sudden this thing does, cut off, right? But yeah, we have to speak the truth, So I think said.
You want to maybe share the spotlight, maybe turn your
All right.
that we are going to go to here. So
okay.
So touch there. No, Jesus, no, me sitting down low, people. Me just
Shut
drop
live.
down several.
It'll like the break. But is it so? That capture
You know.
Okay, I need to go like this. Okay.
Is it not slant?
But it is.
You're slanted.
Both of us.
You slanted it, Byron.
Okay.
But it still look straight. Anyway, guys, I'm just gonna quickly try to run through the comments. And you said you finished talking, and
yeah, because we have to get into the games because persons are waiting for quite a long time, and really want to really have them burn out like that.
Okay, so I just want to welcome Teacher P. Teacher P is here. Good night.
Bless yourself, Teacher P.
Thank you so much for coming, and the chat has been very active since we met down. Happy Friday to you. Really happy to have you here. I'm thankful for your continued support. And Empress is also in the building. Thank you so much, Empress. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
So the miserable one that come out and
you cannot mix me. Okay, guys. So up to now it's still a buffer.
Stop it a minute.
Turn it off back.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
You know what? Whatever it's doing, I think it may be updating. This one, I'm caught with it. Yeah. So leave it, let it do its thing. All right. So tonight we have 3 categories. Again, just turn on this a little brighter. 3 categories again. So we have spelling, then we have abbreviations for those who love to hit me with those abbreviations. I know I don't understand some of those new lingos that you are using in terms of the abbreviations. So we're going to do some abbreviations. And we are also
and you Empress Empress me now shh no.
Yeah. Sean Ricardo telling you to shh. Okay. So but else have to get up.
Well, my sample chair.
Ricardo said, hurry up with the spelling before such people come. You know, that's our Taylor's tutorial.
Oh. Oh, Ricky afraid of them.
May I tell you? All right, so the first word is expectorate. 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 Want you up over here some here.
What kind of question?
You want your spectacles? I took my pen. Expectorate. So first word is expectorate, which means to spit. I don't know how I'm going to catch it. Teacher, please say I'm at the back of the class. Empress say watch mistake. Oh, our spelling. All right, let me use this one to do the refresh, just to make sure I did not. I have no clue. Okay, so first on the board with the correct spelling is Tammy. Expectorate. And I don't know what Empress was spelling there, and then Truck Life, then Empress came back and spelled it correctly. And let me look if I miss Ricardo. Let me see if I start making mistakes as soon as I start. All right, no. So first is naturally Tammy. Word number 2 is renovate. Renovate. I think Shamar said because of editing on this answer, we need to put more. We're going to need to build up the memory each time. So I think that's what's happening. We need to buy. I'm referring to put in.
If we increase the number.
Income. All right, so renovate. All right, let me see if I can. Okay, will only make me go. Okay, so so proactive is saying welcome back, Mystic. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, bless up.
Sorry about that break in transmission. There was no. You guys went and got your popcorns and your hot dogs and stuff.
Yeah, but let's consider it as an intermission.
That's going to have a long blackout with the playback. It's great to hear Teacher P. How's DJ doing? So I can't see beyond the chat. Where I'm starting here is where it will allow me to start from. Will it allow me to go? No, it will allow me to go further on this device. So I will try and go through the chat while you guys are spelling. I'm just gonna try to see where I left off, and then I'm gonna give you word number 3.
Someone said Byron the two clues today.
Oh, because you are.
That's okay.
All right. Okay. Oh, let me go to there. All right, let's see who first came in with the correct spelling for renovate. And bring out candle. I wonder what I bring out candle for.
Most for you.
What? Tammy, I tear down the place tonight. So first on the board with the correct spelling is Tammy, then Shocklife, then Ricardo, then Empress, and then the Taylors.
I know that Tammy I get the vote tonight.
Good night, Taylor family. Welcome. Thank you so much
Taylor,
for coming. You know, you're missing the Taylors. Thank you so much for coming. Happy Friday to you. And we also have Tiffany in Nation.
Bless yourself, Taylor, Tiffany.
Happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining, Tiffany. Really appreciate the continued support. And we also have Popo here who's saying, the Taylor's family, big up yourself. Welcome, Popo. Happy, I'm not sure if to say Friday or Saturday, but I'm going to say Saturday to you. I think Popo is in Italy.
Oh.
So welcome, welcome, Popo. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate you being here. All right. Okay, so first with renovate. So number 3 is you have Tammy.
Yeah.
Okay, so word number 3 is insurgent. Insurgent, meaning rebel. Insurgent. All right, so you were saying, at your head, I see stuck up there, Tammy Lal. So she's talking about, yeah, Tammy was stuck up there. Teacher P said, just seen your comment, super active, yes. And Ricardo said, wait there and I look. And Lasha's journey is in the building.
Bless myself,
sorry, Lasha's, she joined in when we had the problem. So welcome, Lasha's. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for being here. She's in Florida. And Tammy saying, you that I think it's your fault. And super active is saying, Teacher P, I never catch one of those early live because I'm in bed sleeping like, whoa. And Teacher P is saying hello to Lashes. Chuck Life is saying Teacher P blessing. So salutations there. And you there saying maybe Tammy Lal. And Tammy saying Chuck Life, I have a whole life outside of YouTube, lol. And Ricardo said, Auntie Yuda with the crystal ball, you know, and looking. And okay, I was telling them we were trying to reboot. And it's still buffering. All right, so let's see who first came in with the, oops, wrong device, with the correct response. Let's see. So first on the board with the correct response is the Taylors, then Empress, Ricardo, then Tammy. Ricardo, they're far from in spaceship this week. Then Tammy. All right, so Taylors. All right, so word number 4 is confabulate. Confabulate, meaning to gossip. Confabulate. All right, so Chuck Life is saying, I know Tammy, most of us do, but she said she have work life outside of YouTube. And Superactive is showing love, and Teacher P saying thanks, Superactive. That's okay, sorry, Superactive. I know how it is. I am not a morning person. I just do it because I'm at work too early. I know you guys are always supporting me. Yes, I realize she's coming on very early these days in the mornings. And Ricardo is saying, I'm still blaming Byron. Hard to catch the morning. I'll try.
My Ricardo sound
I'll
like
try and watch some of the
Ricardo sound like Vladimir Putin.
teacher. You're on in the morning, I'm at work. And Tammy saying, exactly, Ricardo, and teacher P saying, okay, mistake. And I said, well, you Putin, and you guys saying, no, Ricardo, Tammy here. I'm laughing. And Tammy saying, I love how you said most truck life. And I was welcoming teacher P. And you guys saying, we all, well, me guns, come call me when it's back up. Okay. And teacher P saying, how are you doing, Tammy, darling? And Ricardo said, it was saying must be the keyboard. No, it wasn't the keyboard. And teacher P saying, thank you, Mystic. Happy Friday to you too. Okay. And Superactive is saying, teacher P, thanks for understanding. And Tammy saying, I'm good. Teacher P can't complain. How's things with you? And teacher P saying, anytime Superactive, big up on yourself.
So, all right.
All right. All right, let's refresh and see who came in first with the correct spelling for confabulate. Okay, so tailors, such people there.
Right. Competition between Taylor and Tammy.
They want to hurry up before such people come and start putting up.
Such people
They
there.
talk up the things them and that them that they want to hurry before such people reach.
I know some maybe that's such people reach for put Vladimir Putin in a place. I want Ricky on top.
And teacher, so tailors, then Empress, Truck Life, Tiffany, Tammy, Ricardo. Ricardo said, no, me upset. And then Ricardo keep on a hold the tail end of everything right so now. All right. Word number 5 is salacious. Salacious, meaning lustful.
Yeah, but what you notice? Anytime Taylor come in a race, Taylor just slap Ricardo and just leave out. And you have to just take his slap. You notice it?
I don't notice nothing.
You see?
I take out myself out of the one there. All right. And teacher P said, I'm happy to hear that on. I'm a little tired, but okay. Otherwise, thanks for asking Tammy and Chocolate. He said, Ricardo, the live was going great till shortly after you arrived. What's up with that? Until I always come with that candle, man. You come with that negative energy. That's why. And teacher P said, oh man, the live is turned into a silent stream. And so practice said, big up on yourself. Too hard.
Oh, you know, so I believe Ricardo for this.
You know, say the truck life of my finger in the right direction.
What truck life, sir? Ricardo? What truck life, sir? Ricardo?
Ricardo.
No, believe truck life. Ricardo.
Teacher P said, Lord, truck life, and truck life is saying, teacher P laugh. You see it too. Ricardo said, Jesus Christ, I did not feel wrong. And teacher P said, thank God they're back. Okay. Thanks for rejoicing for us returning, teacher.
Bless up yourself, teacher P.
And teacher P said, spoke too soon, Lala. Teacher P said, chocolate in practice is laughing. And the practice said, Byron fought that man. And teacher P said, yes, that's what I realized, chocolate. And Superactive said, welcome back, Mystic. Thank you, guys. And Empress is saying, Ricardo. Tammy is saying, that's great to hear, teacher P. How's DJ doing? All right, let's stop there and then see who came in.
At the end of the day, we love all of them. So
let's see who came in first with the correct spelling for salacious. Okay, let's see who came in. Somebody reach the top. First, let me just make sure. All right, so first on the board with the correct spelling is Ricardo.
Hey.
And then, oh, Taylor's heard fallacious. It's salacious. Then Empress. Then Tammy. Yep, and that's the order in which we have them.
Didn't say blood burst. One go deblatterate. When you hear them language, go and deblatterate.
All right, so word number 6 is labyrinth. 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 Right back.
All right, chat. Wife gone to deblatterate. All right. Ricardo, don't call me name because I know to say you call up my name, you know. And I talk about me make this and me make that. You sound like Vladimir Putin. Remember me told you. Don't call me name, don't call up my name. Empress. What go on? Big up yourself, Empress. I notice that every time Taylor in the race, you know, Ricardo have to stay back, you know. You understand? Because them type of punch what Taylor fling. You can't take them. And because you can't take them now, you try to blame me. All right. So let me give out the warning. I see that Taylor beat you up in the race, you know. Taylor beat you up in the race, yeah. So let me shout out the status of the game so far. Tammy on 2, big up yourself, Tammy. Taylor on 2, big up yourself, Taylor. And Ricardo, 1.
So we're dealing with Ricardo so this week.
1.
Excuse me, let me go down.
Ricardo, what are the fun?
Because right now, still in your chair, me feel like me get dethroned because it's so low. All right, so let's see who first came in.
Oh, Ricardo, see that.
Okay, where you mix me up for? Where you want to draw me in a Ricardo Banger?
You know, on Patriot, if you handle my style.
All right, let's see who first came in with the card spelling for labyrinth. And labyrinth means maze, a maze that you try to make your way through. Wow, look at my rose colors. So first on the board with the correct spelling is Ricardo.
Hey.
Then the Taylors, then Tammy.
Boy, you my brethren on me a share for.
Chocolate, I guess his phone messed him up. And then, okay, so he corrected that. Ricardo Byron, shh.
Because step up in thing.
I watch you for Ricky, and because I said, come true, Ricky. Ricardo said, take him out of your chair. Ricardo said, move from the hypocrite. All right. So word number 7 is affirmation. Affirmation. That's Superactive say you guys know. Superactive is so we flex over here. It's all
yes,
fun and games.
Now if deal with him the way there, you know, because anytime you go against me, you know what to say? My mom's, you understand, upon the same boat.
Mr. Call me, sir.
Well, my wife is upon the same boat.
Call me, sir.
All right.
All right.
All right, mom. You know, call me.
All right. We're going to just consider that a slip of the tongue.
Okay. Definitely. It's a slip on the tongue.
All right. I can't believe that just make a big jump and run away.
Anything what I'm doing chat, I blame Ricky. Trust me, I'm dead serious. Anything what I'm doing chat, I blame Ricky.
Okay, almost here. Jesus, I saw the chat far up.
My goodness, the chat.
I tell you.
The people don't want to hear them commenting. So
I know that's why I go up, I try come down fast through it because trust me, it's a whole lot. They had a lot to say.
But you have to respond to the people that come in.
Okay, I found it. I was DJ, that was the last one. All right, so let me just read a few comments and then I'll go and see who first came in. So Teacher P saying Empress, hello, Super Activist saying hello. So some more salutations. Yeah, I'm gonna jump over the salutations again, guys, for so we can get through it. And Chocolate is saying, Ricardo, as you talk it chip out again, don't even answer a question tonight, Ricardo.
Chocolate say, I believe you Chocolate, not different Chocolate. Same teach. Be the point Chocolate mission.
And Ricardo says, Empress, look how long we message you. And Empress said, hey, Teacher P, some more salutation. Ricardo said, Empress Byron over here, I call up. And Teacher P said, DJ is doing okay as well, and thank you, Tiffany. And Empress is saying, hello, Hunt and family, happy Friday. Okay, that's when she came in. Thank you again, happy Friday to you. And Teacher P saying the computer is not behaving. So sorry guys, I'm jumping the salutations as I said. Ricardo saying, Aaron, when you mash up the system. And Empress is saying, here, all them something here, Byron, where you call my name for, sir? And
system now, behave itself.
And Chocolate says, Mom's cheer, you don't learn, Mr. Byron. Chocolate joining at the mom's door. And naturally, Tommy is saying that's good, Teacher P.
Why Chocolate I can't borrow off,
All right, so let's see. Oh, Jesus, me confused. Let's see who first came in with the correct spelling for affirmation, which means oath. Affirmation means oath. Jesus. Ricky, go get to your spaceship and park it closer to the internet to get the internet better. So, Ricky with the alien Wi-Fi. First aid with affirmation. I guess he's telling you.
Hey, I know that's why I support him. Trust me.
You're real hypocrite.
Ricky.
And then we have the Taylors, then Tammy, then Truck Life, then Empress, and that's the order in which they came.
Ricky, big up yourself. May I done the war. Don't believe like Vladimir and don't accept Zelensky offer. Well, I'm going to take bad things.
All right. So word number 8 is inundate. Inundate. Inundate.
Boy. So let me say the score in the meantime. Of course, 7 words have been processed. Tommy on 2, Taylor's on 2, Ricardo on 3. You know, it still can be anybody's game.
All right, let me go through the chat. But I like too much commentating tonight because as usual, I'm gonna come with a chum change. I'm still not ready to tape yet.
Why if you have a duct tape?
Well, let's see how much your mouth can control. And Empress is saying, me never see it, Ricky, I go look. And Teacher P saying, thank you, Tommy. And salutations. Chuck Life is saying, yes, Teacher P, like some of those school children of yours. Let me see anything. Okay. And Teacher P saying, ha ha ha, laugh out loud, Chuck Life. Teacher P's laughing at what Chuck Life said. Chuck Life is saying, long time Mr. Byron want to sit in that chair.
Remember me tell you, Chuck Life. Chuck Life, tell me, the reason we should give back mom's chair. Answer me.
You know, run an election for me. Let me tell you that for now because you're going to lose your seat. You're going to lose this seat too.
Try
And
to
teacher
me
feels
was
like, yeah, me, I tell you to try to run an election for me.
Well, the chair really feel comfortable. Trust me, look at my chichi back.
And Ricardo said, Byron, get up, Byron, get up out of the chair.
Leave me alone, Ricky. Bad man. Corrupt enough.
And teacher P said, Mrs. Mystic is looking very good tonight. Nice shorts. And oh, thank you, teacher P. Thank you so much.
Teacher P and the chair they should be sitting again now. Teacher P, just make sure and the chair they should be sitting again now. I'm going to be sitting on this chair.
And Ricardo said, Byron, get out of the chair. And Chuck laughed his laugh. Oh, I said that already. And Empress is saying, Byron, try come out of the chair, I beg. And the shouted, and Chocolate said, tell him again, Ricardo. Chocolate said, Empress, see him so. Superactive said, look how wifey hot. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks for the compliment. Really appreciate that.
But me not like most of them are running out of the chair.
And then I know say I belong to you.
For Chuck life my brethren and Chuck life I run me out of the chair. Right? Ricky and my brethren and Ricky are running out of the chair. Empress and my sister and Empress are running out of the chair. But boy, you know what? We'll buy one better chairs.
Not light up a chair. Okay, so first in with the correct spelling is Ricardo, then Tammy, telling of in spaceship. Then the Taylors, then Empress, okay, misspelled that, then she corrected herself, then Truck Life, then Empress corrected herself. So first in
no.
Ricardo.
You look like Ricardo have 110G then. Trust me.
You step it up to 15 tonight because from where did I come from?
Ricardo, they move hard for that one.
Okay, so inundate means flood.
Okay, so let me tell the score here. So Tammy on 2, Taylor's on 2, boy Ricardo stepped it up a notch. Ricardo on 4. So
there's a score.
Yeah, yeah. Ricardo looking good. All right, but still not the end of the game. So we have 2 more to go. All right.
Okay. And Tammy saying, I was just about to say that teacher P, loving the outfit. And thank you again, guys. Thank you, Tammy. And Empress is saying, watch and well hot up in a short.
I tell you.
Thanks, Empress. Thank you so much for that. And guys, thank you to all who wished my daughter a happy birthday and liked her pictures and videos. Thank you so much. And as you can see, I am younger than her. I'm forever 25.
Okay, so I'm just using all this opportunity, Kenisha, as well, to say happy belated birthday to you. Right, of course, right, you don't know his thick sex, so I mean, happy birthday to you, Kenisha. Respect that, all right?
All right, and Ricardo is saying, take Byron out of your chair. You know, we can't get too violent on whitey, so I'm just allowing him to make him just one. Feel good.
Ricky, just use the chair for tonight. We're just the promise up.
And Chocolate is laughing. Okay, let's give word number 9 and then I'll continue with the chat. So word number 9 is transgression. Transgression. So E that is without transgression, throw the first stone.
All right.
Transgression. So transgression means sin. You see you. And Chocolate is laughing and teacher B saying, yes, Tammy, Mrs. Mystic outfit is lit. Thanks again, guys.
If it's at the phone, so we capture what? How should I say?
I mean, I don't know what you said, honestly. So when it comes to holding for recording and positioning, they have no use. You have to fix it.
I don't want to interfere.
No. Well, no interfere with it. In the limelight still. And teacher, okay, and Empress is saying, and come up in the prime minister seat there at your time to come up.
Yeah, one Empress.
Ricardo
Nobody not different tonight.
Ricardo said, what shorts, teacher, please laughing, lol, Ricardo. And Superactive is laughing, Ricardo is saying, Byron, shh.
One not talking nice because nobody not different tonight.
So Ricardo said, Byron, get up, you're deaf. And teacher, please say, thank you, Mystic Sensation, pick up yourself. And Empress is saying, Byron, shh. And Empress is saying, Ricky, like him hearing you, hearing you turn off. Turn on your hearing aid. Teacher, please laughing. Ricardo said, Byron, get up.
Ricky, you can't slow me night shift tonight.
Chucker said, after 10 now, we soon see Jaden come for some food.
True, live. Now tell you, he's upstairs, you know.
He's upstairs watching us, so when I went upstairs for a plug, so I can plug it before he's like, what happened?
Chuck live, know the thing. Because you see, come here, I talk about the young man. No moment tell you.
Chuck live at time.
Chuck live, no, JJ come now.
I'm super active with laughing. And Ricardo said, hurry up with the spelling before such people come.
Oh, Ricardo Florida.
And Empress said, me not used to Byron over this your side yeah, at all and laughing. And Sammy said, leave Byron alone, let him be greater for one night.
Now you see, you said the only person want to come for me tonight are coming, you know. The only person want to come for me tonight are coming.
Guys are cracking me up.
My goodness.
And I want to sleep on trust.
Chuck live my brethren, they took up for wifey. Ricardo, they took up for wifey. Empress, they took up for wifey.
Because they realize they are trying to throw me and they're not going to make it up. So if you call election, trust me, I will get vote out, so don't call it.
So wifey, you're not medical.
They be like, oh, you're not going to make the butt go too far back tonight. You just catch at the front, so that means you're not going to take up president.
No, man.
Ricardo is first on the board with the spelling for transgression.
So we can call this.
So it is done, people.
So for game number one, it's Ricky Ricardo that I defended from the beginning. Ricky Ricardo that, you know, we and, you know, him and I, you understand, we're a team, right? Ricky Ricardo that I vote for. Ricky Ricardo, you know, that I am defending from day one. And here, Ricky Ricardo winning game one. Ricky, we are a team. Big up yourself, Ricky.
With friends like you, better know
Ricky Ricardo.
Alright.
We're up on a winning board.
I tell you, they need the definition for hypocrisy sitting right here. All right, so we are going to go into segment number two, which is the abbreviation, because Ricardo and Empress and some other people at times love to lick me with the abbreviations. I know some are old school, I don't know about some of these new ones, so I'm going to give you some of the old school ones.
Wow.
Yes, my time now to lick on with some. Let's see if we know.
All right. So in the meantime, between time, okay, Ricky Ricardo take away game number one, and you know, an awesome win from Ricky Ricardo. Just Ricky Ricardo came from back, because when Tommy on two, Taylor's on two, Ricky Ricardo actually came from behind. You understand? Rich. You understand? You know, I defend Ricky Ricardo from day one. You understand? And you know, we know so Ricky Ricardo ain't going to be
I'm not going to pay you. So if you work for the pay, you're not going to get.
You understand?
So
no, you won't say Ricky Ricardo. But me bet for Ricky Ricardo. You understand? I know so Ricky Ricardo ain't going to be.
Okay.
Ricky, big up yourself. That no, I got.
All right. So abbreviation number one. With the remote there. Abbreviation number one is A1. What is the meaning of when somebody says something is A1? What does that mean? Why you're not easy? I tell me say jump again. Seriously?
It's your turn up, mama. People are
Yeah. Can't believe this.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right, so teacher P is laughing at what Chocolate said, and Ricardo said, Byron, move over now. And teacher P said, Lord Tommy, and Superactive is laughing at Ricardo said, Byron, get up now, man. Teacher P said, I'm at the back of the class.
Teacher
Empress
P
is
now
saying, watch mistake with her spelling. And teacher P is laughing at what Tommy said.
No, teacher P don't want involved in the background. Don't blame it, teacher P.
Tommy said, teacher P, you should play. And Ricardo said, Byron, please to get you out of the chair because it show me off guard. And Chocolate said, teacher P, normally you would be at the front teaching, so how you end up in the back now, lol. And Chocolate said, let's go, Tommy. And Ricardo said, me not like this. Teacher P said, laugh out loud, Chocolate. Me turn slow student tonight.
I tell you.
Ricardo said, rotted. Them there. Tailors. No, sir. It's a rotted them there. Empress said, Ricky, when it can Chocolate said, Bright Spark Tommy in the house. And Superactive is saying, is this a game? Yes, guys, it's a game.
But Ricky Ricardo take game one. This for the longest while, you understand, because normally the Taylor family normally
bring off with game one.
Bring off with game one. You understand? So I think that Ricky proved his true tenacity.
Now you might get back on.
But I mean, in really come with game plan tonight. You understand? Because normally you expect say the Steelers would have gone with game one. But nevertheless, let us see how game two work out, because you understand, Steelers is still there, and Steelers is always a dangerous component. Right? So can't play with the Steelers family. Right? Believe say true, me support Ricardo from day one. Why you win the game one?
All right. So let's see who first came in with the correct response. And first with the correct response is Empress with excellent. So when somebody's saying something is A1, it means that it is excellent. Tommy said number one could work. And Fab said, Empress was saying very good first, then she said excellent. Chocolate said A1 steak sauce. And Ricardo said excellent, yes. Okay, good. Chocolate said, you that I know, right? That's 1 point for me. You that said chocolate, you got it, lol. All right. Number two abbreviation is, all of us in the, Carifta. Let me not say what I was going to say. Carifta. What does that mean? Carifta. All right. Empress has 2 candles. I don't know who she burned them for, but they already light. And Taylor just said, blessings to you, my fam. Blessings to you again, Taylor's family. And again, welcome. And Tiffany saying, Ricardo, what is going on? And looking. And Tammy saying, yes, Chocolate. And welcome again, Tiffany. And Chocolate is saying, trippy and laughing. And Tammy saying, the Taylor's family blessings. And Power is in the building saying, big up my people. I can't speak because I'm on fire. What a
right. I hope
your place get put out.
Yeah.
It get too hot. And Ricardo is saying, Byron, they're too close to the camera, Tiffany. But people in face went too loud.
We can't say.
Your face and deaf people. And Empress have five candle up there.
Move back.
And Superactive said, Taylor, blessings, guys, and Ricardo matching it with 5 candles as well. And Power saying, Shock Life, pick up yourself, my brother. And Empress is saying, Byron, I caused this in a Ricky. And Tiffany is saying, Ricardo, and laughing. And Taylor is blessing up Tammy. And okay, some more salutations there from Power Tammy. And Ricardo is saying, same to you, Empress. And Empress is saying, move up, Byron. And Shock Life is saying, blessings. Salutation, more salutations there. And Ricardo is reiterating it. He's saying, Byron, get out and share. And it shows.
Ricky, we just a bird for tonight.
And Teacher Peace saying good night to Paul, saying, how are you doing? And Ricky put more candle in there. And Chocolate is saying, Taylors, when did you show up? Empress come out to the car parchment paper.
Next week we can sit on the list of cheer, right? But you know, so are you missing on the cheer?
Me? I mean, this right now, no, the system's still buffering. I don't know what is happening.
I'm sure that is much
more. When him come. Okay. All right. So first on the board. Let me see. All right, first on the board with the correct response for Carifta is Ricardo, which is Caribbean Free Trade Association. Ricardo. All right, number 3 abbreviation is CARICOM. 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 Number 3. All right, so I'm gonna CARICOM. So okay, so Empress has 3 parchment paper here. I don't know who she put out parchment paper for. And Paul is saying, Teacher P, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. What about you?
3 parchment paper. Well, Empress.
Declaration.
No, it's me, myself, and that.
And Empress, she put up more parchment paper, more candles. And Ricardo is saying, let's go, Tammy, you got this. And Empress is saying, Tiffany, well, go on and showing some love. Superactive is still here showing some love. And Ricardo's matching the parchment paper that Ricardo, that Empress put up with candles. And Paul is saying, thank you all for the welcome. And Chocolate is saying, it's Saturday, the power, the barrier from Italy. Okay, and Teacher P saying, please remember to take the like button share if you can. Thanks for that reminder, Teacher P. And then Empress said, remember, Uno and a friend. Taylors are looking. Paul is saying, Shock Life, exactly, Saturday here, yeah. And Taylor's family is saying, power blessings. Okay, some more salutations there. Empress is saying, come choose Taylor's upset, yeah.
All right.
Taylor is saying, Empress blessings to you. Power is saying, you're always supporting, bro. And Chocolate is saying, Power, you're always supporting, bro. Yes, he does. And oh my goodness, what just? Oh, it's not real. Where all the devices acting up tonight? This thing just took everything sideways and left me blank and then moved back sideways. Seriously. And Empress is saying, same where Ricky and showing more stuff and then dashing over there. So them dashing out the bosom. All right, so let's see who first came in with the correct answer for the abbreviation. Look at the bright sparks. So first is Ricardo with Caribbean Community, then Dark Chocolate, and we know who Dark Chocolate is right now. Caribbean Community, then the Taylors, then yeah, so that's the order in which the response came in. Caribbean Community Common Market. All right, so first is Ricardo. Number 4 is, what must I say now? And I don't mean the expletives, people. So I need the meaning for the abbreviation BBC. BBC.
Okay.
BBC proper, not BBC improper,
Proper.
please.
See, but improper, you know, Jamaican think that.
And Tiffany said, why Taylor family have to show up their colors
If
now?
a BBC thing that a Peter Touch sang that.
And
You know what Peter Touch said? Ooh, you glad.
he said, so, oh Jesus. Me say,
Chat on all of you.
me say the thing just jump again.
You know, the system is the wood. The wood better.
Okay. 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 And Taylor's, okay, so Tiffany's saying why Taylor's family have to show up their colors now, and Taylor's family is laughing, and Empress said a big stone are go flinging out, and Tiffany said Empress give it her heart. Chocolate is laughing, Teacher P said lol Tiffany, and Superactive is laughing. And then Ricardo said, no, me upset. And Tiffany said, Ricardo, go take some Andrews about your upset. And Power saying Chocolate supporting people is an hard work, but someone has to do it. Yes, and thank you so much, Power. Really appreciate the support. And Chocolate is saying, I'm here spelling words I never heard of before. And this phone is not helping me. I need a phone like Empress with the floating fingers and laughing. And you there saying, I'm back.
Okay.
And Empress is saying, welcome. And I'm saying, welcome back, Yuda. Thank you so much. And Empress is saying, Ricky, make me dash something over there, and showing out her oil and paper and candle and all of that, and Ricardo lighting up the candle for everybody to sit and wear. And Chocolate said, Pow, you're doing a great job. And Ricardo is putting out thing, I'm gonna say they're decreeing something and putting out candles so that you can see the decree or read the decree. And Ricardo said, Tiff me fed up and laughing, and Paul saying truck life and strength. Empress said, no, Ricky, you have to look, you have to lock it with the lock. Jesus. And Truck Life is showing the flag of Jamaica and Italy. And Ricardo is saying, Taylors, don't make me come a Spanish down for you now. All right, let's see who first came in with the correct answer for the abbreviation. All right, let me go up. Okay, so first on the board is Ricardo with British Broadcasting Corporation.
Yeah.
It's all that make Ricardo run myself. Going again. And Ricardo
I
is
like
saying,
your butter place tonight.
is your daughter here?
See you one time.
See. Okay, so then the Taylors, then Dark Chocolate. Welcome again, Dark Chocolate. Thank you so much for being here. It's finished. It's all right. It's something to see. I need to just put some water with ice because you know I'm not alcohol. All right, so next abbreviation is DEPT. DEPT. It's like a big D, capital D, and then we have common EPT. What does that mean? Capital D, then common EPT. It's joined like a word, but it's an abbreviation. And you there saying, Byron, serve me a drink, then my eyes them dark carry the ball.
Yeah, Yoda.
You know, for you to drink.
Yes, man. Of course, we will serve you that drink.
And Empress is saying chocolate lol. A week's my phone tap float to go to all. And Tammy is saying me like this. And Ricardo is saying Byron love my name salad. Okay, thanks Tammy. And Teacher P saying, haha, laugh out loud, you and chocolate is saying Ricky Putin. And active family.
And I'm gonna say you that work with me.
And chocolate is saying Ricardo Putin.
And chocolate work with me. Ricardo Putin.
And Popo is saying Jamaican Italian connection.
Yes.
And Empress is saying come true Ricky. And Ricardo is saying Byron avoid my name now. And Teacher P is saying lol. And Ricardo is saying what call me Putin. And Chocolate is saying Ricardo laughing.
Ricardo Putin.
And you guys saying Byron, why you leave Ricardo? I want you leave Ricardo alone. And Ricardo is saying, me not like this enough.
You that are Ricardo Putin.
And Ricardo said, tell him and to you that Chocolate said, Ricardo, come with the guzo in mind. Why the life cut off?
No, seriously. Chocolate, because things are him cause it. Remember me tell you.
And let's see who first came in with the correct abbreviation breakdown. All right, so first on the board is Empress.
All right.
With department, and then Ricardo. Okay, and chilling with Ali and Molly's in the building saying good night, host and chat. Good night, chilling. Thank
Yes,
you so
chilling.
much for coming. Happy Friday to you.
All right.
So, guys, on tomorrow, Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday morning at 2 a.m. will be time change again. So the clock is gonna be rolled back. So we're just gonna have a 1 hour time difference now instead of
yes.
2 hour time
Jamaica
difference.
will be 1 hour
instead of 2.
Instead of 2.
Thank God I'm not working because anytime you're working and you see the clock get to 3 o'clock, then you have to watch the clock go all the way back to 2 o'clock. So
But that is
one extra hour. Why that is depressing.
Exactly. But that is good as it relates to time. Particularly when time have to give it.
But not when you work in that shift. And have to
goodness.
work 2 o'clock twice. Oh. Let's watch the clock going back fast. 2 a.m. again. Okay. All right. So abbreviation number 6 is BWI. What does BWI mean? BWI. Teacher P saying hello, and active family is laughing, and Empress is she have one jogger eye or 2 different jogger eye, Lord Jesus. And you there saying Byron, and Chocolate, leave my nephew alone. And Tiffany said Rick is stressed out then with laugh. And the Taylors are saying, Ricardo, you can't find me in Spanish Town because the Taylor's family it's big like that.
All right.
And Teacher P said, big up Mystic, thank you, Teacher P. And Ricardo is saying, you know, say I work me then.
Yeah,
they never come
Teacher
over
P.
here for the slander. And Chocolate said, you that dead with laugh and laugh. And Chocolate said, Ricardo, and laughing dead with laugh and giving a thumbs up and pow. But we said next word is mozzarella.
Right.
Oops.
Yes.
From where again? Oh my God. Where me? Tonight the technology not working with me at all. I use the other one. It's upstairs. All right. So family. And Ricardo said, may I come to you and like how Uno have links at KFC, me want a zinger box. And Empress said, Ricky and laughing, and Tiffany said, me depressed. Now Ricardo said, Tiffany, me depressed. And Empress is saying, Byron, go on back in your chair. This boy, you sitting in my chair, I'm better than bad. And Ricardo said, yes, Empress, may I look lunch? And Teacher Peace died with laugh, and Superactive is laughing, and Empress is saying, lol, come true, Ricky. And Ricardo said, Byron, shh. And Empress is saying, big up yourself, Byron, but me not think me I got there here for a couple of weeks, probably not. Okay. Empress.
Yeah.
Something is going on. And Teacher P saying, haha, lol, Mr. Byron, mystic. And Ricardo is dancing, I guess, when he the first one. And Chocolate is said, lol, it's funny to see Mr. Byron trying hard to not to keep us silent live, lol. Good job, Mr. Byron.
Bless up, son.
Extra. Oh my God. All right, let's see who first came in with the correct. Okay, let me make sure. May not miss nobody. All right, so first on the board with the correct response is Ricardo, British West Indies. Empress is Baltimore, Washington International Airport. There's no A at the end. Empress. And Ricardo go back, Best Western International. No, I'm looking for the Caribbean side of things, so it's British West Indies.
So the score for game number 2, let me say that. Empress is on 1, Ricardo on 4, and that's it basically. Empress on 2.
Yeah, 2. Empress. Yeah,
Empress on 2 and Ricardo on 4.
Oh my God. That's what happened to you tonight. All right, so number 7 is UNICEF. UNICEF, let me make sure I'm UNICEF. What is the meaning of the abbreviation UNICEF? All right, and Ricardo is saying, and get the duct tape for Byron. No, I'm gonna reach over the dollar store yet. Make sure we pick up our roll. And you guys saying Crystal Ball is fully active. Who want to win? Call me if you lose. Call me $5. Call me $5 win, $10 win, and dance $20 dance. Ball and celebrate.
You the work for Ricky for me.
They have to come with their money.
Oh, Ricky.
All right.
You have a pay.
And Ricardo said, take him out of your chair. And you guys saying, laughing and said Ricardo, and Chocolate is saying, Mrs. Han, how does that chair feel compared to yours, lol? Chocolate, the chair just flat, it have no little oomph. Just, it not even a cushion.
Mommy, are you the chair? Are you the chair?
No, you first dethrone me. So
me dethrone him.
You put your butt in that.
The system went down, you understand, and you got up, right?
And you shuffle your butt over there, so.
I just feel more for you chair.
Listen, no little home people, just flat, no little support for your butt or your back. Just me if I lean forward.
I don't know why I go by the chair now.
Be nice to go for the cushion can move up and down.
You know, so I keep the chair.
Maybe they tell you to get one. And you say you don't want it. You want executive like chair. You can't stop laugh.
But man, like the chat me don't want to see the chair.
And so to say, it amazes me how certain people can spell and they can't read a sentence to understand.
My goodness.
Who's a say a knock? Who the stone lick?
Sassy be yourself. Sassy be yourself. My goodness.
Lord Jesus, no matter me tonight. Why, I'm a nice bad. So, tired is the problem, but trust me.
But you want more.
I feel the tiredness and more.
The chatter The chat now go nice without sassy and chocolate.
Everybody make it sweet, man. And Ricardo said, move from the hypocrite.
Yeah,
And teacher please say hello, Sassy. And Sassy said hi to Ricky and Superactive say you guys know and laugh.
But Nana,
And teacher
to
please
be truthful, I'm telling you. If all them take up for Ricky, you think say Ricky should have done myself? Let me hear from you.
Me not business is in your Ricky Cascas. Phone a cockroach and business a phone fair, then we get yam and trust me, no one get yam.
You know, see a big old
Me tell that
You are big old
made it on the borderline in terms of this argument, not in terms of the on the borderline.
I see, I should bother.
You don't call blame for you're real me.
You know, see that on the borderline.
Yeah, me on the borderline in terms of you are Ricky. Me not take no side.
But she bother the borderline, you know.
Up here, don't mix me. Me tell you, don't mix me.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
look over there, they take up for Ricky for money.
Me no feel start to take up. Everybody here feels start to take up for Ricky.
Tell you.
Wait. All right, let's see who first came in with the correct meaning. Oh Jesus. I will if I mix up there, so I have to look good because I don't want what happened last week when me did it. I do over the thing. Oh, it's the other way.
It's the other way.
Okay.
Okay, so
And you're still going up top.
Alright, you're good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So first on the board with the correct meaning is, let me go up again and back down. Ricky Ricardo with United Nations International Children's, okay, he has it, Emergency Fund.
Yeah.
United Nations International Children Emergency Fund. Now, these are abbreviations, people. I don't know what shortcut to use.
And this goes to show you what we are talking about in terms of supporting money. This is Ricky and the thing. You understand what I said? As a result of my strong support. You understand? Big up yourself, Ricky. Hey, but we're not Taylor. Where there? Me nah see you always beat up Ricky, you know. The case I come up, man. The case I come.
All right, so Dion is saying, Doreen, me don't forget to just been busy. All right, so where are we at there now? Okay, so we still have a chance. Okay, so RSVP, what does that mean? RSVP, when you get an, you know what I mean, an invitation, what does RSVP mean? And Empress is saying, come through Ricky and dancing. And Ricardo is saying, Empress, check your IG. And Chuck Life is saying, Bright Spark, Tammy, the competition, turn up. And then he said, Empress, check your message.
Yeah, so for who just joining, the game one won by Ricky Ricardo, right? With him winning 5 points, right? 5 points to spare, right? And game two looking seems like it's also going to Ricky Ricardo being on 5 points, right? And Empress on 2.
Okay.
Seems like Ricky is coming with a clean sweep.
Mary, can take that before, please?
Okay.
Thank you. All right. And Sassy is saying, Tammy, honey. And Superactive is saying, hey, Sassy, that's okay, hon, anytime. And Ricardo is saying, Byron, don't call me name. And Sassy saying, okay, hon. And you there saying, poor Ricky Ricardo. Chuck Live said, Ricardo, and laughing. And Ricardo is saying, Empress, check your IG, and shouting at her. And Ricardo is saying, smell the tape of Byron mouth.
Why we get the Empress is checking IG? Our Empress said over there. Our Ricky said over there.
I don't know, they're not talking upon it, so. And Empress said, me check it, Ricky. And Sassy said, it's not IG, the messenger on Ricky, okay, and Empress is saying Sassy text the 546 number, and Chocolate is saying Ricardo are laughing, and Chocolate is still laughing, and Sassy is saying don't have it, Empress, and you there saying Ricardo, no worry, the crystal ball will work, him soon drop asleep. So, you that work for you.
I can't believe.
And Empress is saying the
No.
6702
You
number.
don't reply for me?
Yes. You that work for you.
Me and you that's such a virgin ancestry. I
Empress
can't
said,
believe this.
Empress said, sit there, and Sassy said, okay. So
You that, how I want? Instead of me, you plan up. You understand what I say? Take a score or two for Ricky.
that.
You the one.
And Ricardo said, no Sassy messenger on Insta. Okay, Ricardo said, Byron, come go up. And Sassy said, okay, Ricky and Empress is saying, you get the number, Sassy, put in that conversation between them. And Ricardo said, move from the hypocrite. And Chocolate said, Ricardo and laughing. And you guys said, Byron are really hypocrite. And you guys said, and where you get them words then? And where you get them words then? What words you have? And Empress said, laugh out loud. What she? And Chocolate said, Mr. Byron, a yarn. And Teacher Peace laughing.
Me nah sleep and give Empress no another time. Remember me tell you?
And you guys said, so far back in the chat, you are, may I tell you? And Chocolate said, give her back her chair. Yes, you should not have been in the chair so long. Chocolate said, and Teacher P said, you're welcome, Mrs. Mystic. Thank you again. And Ricardo said, Byron, get up out of the chair. You're bright.
You know, say, short life not being fair. Richie not being fair. Empress not being fair. You know, so she take on my chair. She take away from my chair.
Anyway, Chocolate said, Mr. Byron, too comfortable. And Ricardo said, what a piece of brightness.
No, I'm comfortable with you. Comfortable with you. But I know me, book myself in chair. And she take off my chair. So life, you see, and talk to you. And she take away my chair.
Teacher, please say, I understand.
But we're really comfortable in chair.
And Teacher, please say, I understand, Mr. Mystic, you know what? Mrs. Mystic to sit in the high chair tonight because too much will be showing.
Remember me told you.
And Blinger Viva has been in the building. Oh my goodness.
Bless yourself, Blinger Viva.
Respect people. Good night, Blinger. Sorry, he's been in there for a couple minutes. Well, but because this thing keep running up and down, I missed him. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday to you. No, it's not Saturday in Ontario yet. But happy Friday to you. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
I love them when I talk to my son anyway. You know,
and respect.
Bring up. I will call you tomorrow. I told you.
And Ricardo said, him get too comfortable, man. Byron, get up with your bad mind.
Me not lie. The chair nice. I enjoy the seat. I really comfortable, you know. Really comfortable. Nah, lie, but as she jumped sitting in my chair, but man. What am I saying?
You would have said RSPV, she turned it the other way around. She said rest, sleep, pray, and vote.
All right. That's why I like when you that have come up with the acronym.
All right, so first with the correct meaning for that abbreviation is, oh my goodness. Hold on. It's Ricardo with
what?
Responde s'il vous plaît.
So there you go for round number 2. The person who I have been voting for from night, Ricky Ricardo, again, walking away with game number 1. Walking away again with game number 2. Ricky Ricardo on fire. All right.
Right, so RSVP means responde s'il vous plaît, which means respond please in English. So
Yeah.
French is, and then English. So, Ricardo, come on, people.
To Ricky, Ricky is dominating tonight by far.
All right, let's see in the next round what will happen. So now I'm going to
So
give
we have
you words to unscramble.
game number 3.
All right, so we are going to go into number 3 and see if I can quickly run through the chat because I tell us that the chat run down left me bad, me not even see the finish line inside because it was still over the horizon. And I see Charm's lifestyle is in the building. Welcome, Charm. Happy Saturday to you. Thank you so much for coming. I know it's wee hours of the morning now in France, so really appreciate you being here for the support. Thank you, thank you. And she's saying mega love shout out, post and all in the chat.
Bless up, Charm. We really appreciate that because
she was in I think she might be
when someone have to really sacrifice their night rest to at least being on the program, it goes afar. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Big of yourself, Charm.
Oh my goodness. Oh, am I? Oh, I should be able to type on this one and it still go over to the phone. All right, let me see. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys the first word. Well, the first letters.
Yeah.
All right, so unscramble those letters. All right.
Was that given them already?
Yeah, I put it in already. This one. And that look like it. Okay, it's there. All right.
So Ricky for number 1 and number 2, right?
And Teacher P saying hello to Blinger, Chocolate, Teacher P and laughing, and Ricardo saying true Teacher P, and Teacher P saying laugh out loud, Chocolate. Bringer saying what's up Teacher P, and Teacher P saying I realize Ricardo lol, and you there saying Ricardo pay me. See you win. And Chocolate is saying Teacher P, that thumbnail of yours is still on my mind, and showing some art. Ricardo is laughing and Teacher P saying, dead with love, Chocolate. Why is that? And Ricardo is saying, I'm forever 18. And Superactive saying, my phone battery running low, 7%, going to get some charge now. Blessing to each and everyone. Okay, so they must be off by now. That was from 8:30. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate the support and have a blessed and restful night. To Super Active family, really appreciate you guys coming over. And Teacher P saying, you can tell me on IG you don't have to type it here, Chocolate. And Chocolate said, Teacher P, because it was very lovely thumbnail. Okay, and Teacher P said, enjoy the rest of your night, Super Active. I'm still over in spelling.
But kudos to Ricky to come through with those 2 wins. Right, so game number 1 and game number 2 went to Ricky.
I need to get to the chat really behind.
Okay.
So Teacher P said, enjoy the rest of your night, Super Active. And Teacher Clive said, love, okay, Teacher P and Ricardo said, well, go on, yeah, so what kind of love story I'm going over here? So Teacher P said, lol, okay, Chocolate, I feel you, thank you. And Super Active is saying, Mystic family, blessings to both of you guys.
Yeah, blessing, Super Active.
And Taylor is saying, blessing, Teacher P, blessings to you. And you are saying, Ricardo, fling the stone after Byron. And Taylor is saying, congratulations, Ricardo. Teacher P saying good night to Taylor's. And Taylor is saying, super active, blessings to you. Ricardo say, a wambus Byron head furious. A wambus Byron head furious. And Teacher P said, dead with love. And Ricardo is saying, thank you, Taylor's. And Ricardo is saying, All I'm trying to understand is why Byron still in the chair.
It's comfortable, Ricky. It's comfortable.
Hypocrite don't come in the marriage you. And Ricardo said, Empress draw near. And we said, congrats to Ricardo. Ricardo said, if hypocrite was a person,
I know, me that.
and you guys saying, please get the duct tape for Byron. Oh.
You know, so you don't move. You don't move against my picture. Boy, trust me.
Mm. All right, let's see who first came in with the correct. I want to record another game.
I record again.
That is the Empress. Ricardo alone again. So Ricardo bedroom. Okay. All right. Let's do the second one. Ricardo, you come first in the race without anybody behind you.
Remember me told you.
Them just give you away.
Why like Ricardo? I sweep everything tonight.
TRMBO. What I'm going to have to do is revamp the whole ATRM RMBO HOB.
What is that?
Okay, correct. Correct. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, in the hurry.
The second one is up there now. So that's the next set of letters to unscramble. And Ricardo is saying respect Big Bro to, and Teacher P saying well done Ricardo. And okay, those were answers. Okay, so we are finally in abbreviation. You guys saying Chocolate, you got it, laugh out loud. And Chocolate is saying you that I know right. That's 1 point for me when he was saying A1 steak sauce. Teacher P's laughing. Teacher P saying Ricardo, not easy, not dead with laugh. And Ricardo said, and take up Byron out of the chair and make him go inside.
Why so me relax?
And Tammy
Chair
was
really
saying,
nice and I'm not lie.
okay, and you guys saying where
Feel super in the chair.
I suppose you guys saying where's the chat is and I can't see what sharing. You would have been a way behind as you can tell by now. And Ricardo is saying she's way up until you that Triple F is saying you that she's like 200 messages above the last one now. You then said, okay, Ricardo is saying no such truck life and laughing. Teacher P is laughing. And then okay. And Chocolate and said hello to Teacher P from Dark Chocolate and Ricardo welcome in. So salutation there. Teacher P saying, ha ha, laugh out loud you that. And Chocolate Finn saying, what does Ricardo know? Ricardo head must be like effigy. And Empress me use the word effigy right. Yes. And Teacher P is laughing and Ricardo said, Empress noticed says such man missing from where they yeah.
Yeah, we don't see such one.
Laughing.
We don't see such one going through.
No, and Empress is saying dead with laugh. I was saying midterms, maybe must them.
Oh.
And you guys saying all next week Friday live and won't get caught up with the chat. Me head me. I tell you guys are just running away with the chat. And Empress saying yes, truck life, and truck life, and Empress thumbs up. And Empress is saying him not have no data, Ricky Lal. And Ricardo said, you see your truck life, you that's a top truth. No, Ricardo said, oh, where Jam Fed there? Jam Fed sleeping, time late for him. And truck life is saying, Ricardo, you're not normal, bro. And Ricardo's okay.
I'm going to say.
You just said BBC, you really want my answer?
Jamaican thing shall go on with it now, you know that.
And I said, no, you don't answer that. And the said, leave that alone, you that wasn't for you. And you would have said, I won't truck life, lol. And Empress said, me even not try. And Ricardo said, and to behave yourself because I thought it was for all of us. And Empress said, I don't think I'll be here. And Ricky, I'll talk to you on IG, Empress. And Empress said, Ricky, win for me and you. And Chocolate is saying, Ricardo on fire. And Ricardo is saying, Byron, stop thief on water. All right, let's see if Ricky is alone in the race again. Everybody just move out and give him way. Yeah, tell you. Ricardo alone in the race, then just move out of the way. So, no, that's not Ricardo. Sorry. So on the board is Truck Life with bathroom.
What do you mean?
I'm
Come
sure
through
me
Truck
not miss
Life.
nothing, 'cause me no want to show that I missed it last week. May I go over the thing again?
All right.
All
Truck
right.
Life up on the board.
Yeah. All right. So next set of letters. Okay. Let's see what I did wrong. Okay, those are the next set of letters to unscramble. And Chocolate is saying Ricardo is the bright spark tonight, and Teacher P showing love. And okay, Chilling was here. I welcome them already. And Ricardo is saying, I feel a clean sweep coming. And then Percy said, finally, and blowing down. And Teacher P is saying, good night to Ali and Molly. So salutations going on there. And Chocolate is saying, Mr. Byron, just yawn again. Chocolate saying, he's so sleep.
Well, you know, say,
Teacher P saying, loud chocolate.
you know, say, if Ricky win this game, I think it will be only him and Empress would have
Clean sweep.
do a clean sweep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think he's done a clean sweep before.
Ricky?
Mm-hmm. And Empress is saying, chocolate, she know what
the
the
only person
screenshot.
the only person who done a clean sweep is Empress. Yeah. Based on my recollection.
Yeah. And Ricardo is saying Empress Byron wants to get the camera ready. I'm alone. And Ricardo
should not get no picture tonight.
Ricardo said screenshot ready. And Chocolate is saying Teacher P and laughing.
Not even that she get.
Chocolate
no
is saying
screenshot.
Empress and laughing, and Teacher P saying haha laugh out loud. Chocolate and Empress is saying may all change the resolution and Ricky get the screen brighter to see him clearly.
You see, you like Chocolate want set me up, you know.
And Empress is saying lights, camera, action, and laughing. And Ricardo is laughing, and Ricardo is saying it's daylight saving time. My shift I go start early and crying. And Empress is saying, one, what you drinking? I am off. Unless I go in for extra time.
You're not drinking, right?
I will be giving sleep a whole new meaning.
And that's the reason I'm going to put Chocolate. I thought
And Ricardo is saying, from working. Oh, I think we need a day of sleep. That's why I made the laundry and stuff now. Because tomorrow I intend to sleep. Me clean since I come from work. Me clean with the laundry. Me clean down back the kitchen. That's the boys and I mess up and leave it. Great. And Empress was saying, Anne, what you drinking? I'm drinking Palm Bay.
African and Palm Bay.
You start me drink? I'm drinking Palm Bay, just has a smidge of alcohol in it. Just a smidge.
And I put some African in it.
And Ricardo said, me not like this. And okay, and Chocolate is saying maybe it's a comfortable chair making Mr. Byron fall asleep. And Empress, okay, Teacher P saying mystic and showing virtual heart. And Teacher P saying, haha, laugh out loud, Chocolate. What you saying?
Chuck Life, talk everything. You feel some man to get what the chair out because you know, so the chair fit me Chuck Life. Answer that chat from me, what you say.
And Life with Susan and Kids is in the building saying good night, everyone.
Big up
Good
Susan
night,
and the
Susan.
kids.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. This thing still
You come look good in the chair. No, I look really good.
I shut it
chair.
back down because it's still buffering.
I have no signal entering the box.
All right, so let's see who first came in with that breakdown. Okay, so first on the board with the, let's see, let's do that again. So first is Truck Life, then Empress, jump again, then Empress, then Ricardo. All right.
Truck Life, a step of the thing.
May I tell you? All right, so let's give the other. Okay. So that's the next one to that's the next word to the next letters, sorry, to unscramble. All right, let's see. And to Taylor is saying congratulations to Ricardo. Ricardo said at some barbecue wings with the Zigga box to Taylor. Taylor said, okay, Ricardo, no problem, and laughing. Ricardo said, no, but we just realized that Byron still on share. And Jacob said, I thought this was like 200 messages away from the last, but it's more like 300 messages.
Oh my God.
You know, it looks like a next week before she catch up for true. And Empress said, we can't buy Cape C again, it's too expensive. Empress said, you would get the hourglass running then. Yeah, I see them in there. Get that trade for ticket. And Teacher P saying, I need a drink, something strong. Teacher P needs something strong for a drink.
I'm email Teacher P you want. Or text it.
And Truck Life saying, get that drink, Teacher P, nothing too strong. And Empress is giving Teacher P a drink. Truck Life is saying, Teacher P, what you call strong? And Empress is still giving Teacher P a drink. And Teacher P saying, I have some Campari. Okay.
What?
And looking. Empress is saying, Ricky, you see
Man, Campari, solid man. Campari is a good drink.
Teacher P says, I need something very strong right now, Truck Life, lol. And Teacher P saying, lol, Empress and Ricardo saying, Byron, watch it enough.
Teacher P, I have some what? What do you call it? Jack Daniels. Yeah, we have a variety. Let us keep it at that. We have a variety.
And okay, and Taylor is saying, Empress, please remember to message me on Instagram. And Empress is saying, Byron, don't ramp with my cheese, you know. And Teacher P said, please send over the Campari with some rum cream, Ricardo.
What?
And
that Teacher P and eat Campari and rum cream? What?
Ricardo said, wait there. Teacher P and Truck Life.
Can't talk to Teacher P, man.
I want to keep.
Teacher P are moving heavy.
Truck Life said Campari and rum cream.
What?
So,
yeah.
And Ricardo said, it's coconut rum cream, Teacher P, and looking.
You know, some never try that. I'm going to try the Campari and the rum cream.
And Teacher P saying, hello, Ricardo, what you mean? And Empress is saying, me don't play. And Ricardo said, it looks like Teacher P trying to keep something with a strong drink. And Teacher P says, sounds even better, Ricardo. And Taylor is saying, okay, then Empress, no problem. And Triple F is saying, Mr. Byron, cheer tough like.
But yeah, it's a choke like a business cheer.
No, said, cool, Taylor.
But all I want, choke like, me not like, see the chair? The chair are really nice.
But remember, this part makes it even more cushion for your butt.
Moms, you know, so I trick or treat with that chair.
Byron, me did tell you forget one, and I'm my fault. You decide to you want this. And then they didn't want an uglier chair than this, you know, guys. I mean, I tell you, it's not coming in my house. So I better choose something. If you're supposed to see the ugly chair, I better choose. I said, nah, not at all. Not going anywhere with that one.
Now we buy a chair. Now we buy a chair like this.
And Chocolate everything, executive line chair. And teacher P said, may I go send it on Luxford Express. Okay, so somebody will get them drink. And teacher
Alright.
P, no, Ricardo said, teacher P, may I go send it on Luxford Express. And I go send teacher P a drink. Teacher P said, me just feel stressed when I think about the work I have to get done on the weekend truck life.
And my mom will tell you.
We come in this evening and start early because
Yeah.
I just tell myself so tomorrow morning I'm redefining the word sleep.
Sometimes when you understand the amount of tasks we have to accomplish, boy, trust me. But I don't know, you know, we have to deal with that to get the cheese. So it's all about the cheese.
That I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go upstairs and go switch out one load, put it in the dryer, put the other load,
Yeah.
wash on me here in the machine. Just stop.
Chuck Life, talk to me now live now.
And
Chuck Life, I feel so we should take the chair and give moms
look
the one.
here,
Because moms, you sister moms, your sister moms kind of love. Your sister wife kind of love the one. Your sister wife kind of love the one that do.
I feel sorry for me.
Wife just take over the chair there.
I feel sorry for me.
You understand? And might be wife has said, well, you know, but we keep her one now. We're not talking at church, Chuck Life. What I think, we should keep her one now.
And teacher,
I don't want to really comfortable.
when I tell myself to come, you pick a comment. Teacher, please say, that photo. Okay, Ricardo, thank you. And Ricardo said, then watch Empress and give out number. All right. Let's see who first came in with the correct breakdown. It's too hard to chat jump with.
Oh, that's what I want.
You see you. All right, first with the correct word is Ricardo, basement, then Empress, then truck life. All right, so that's the order in which they came in. So the word was basement.
And Ricardo get this.
Yes, so that's Ricardo.
Okay, so the score as it is, Ricardo on 2, Truck Life on 2. This game seems to be competitive, quite competitive. Game number 3. Why Ricky just walk through game 1 and game 2. You understand what happened to Empress? What happened to Taylor's family? Right? Truck Life did it. Right, Tommy. Boy, Ricardo just walk through like that.
Okay. The next set of letters to unscramble. You have to try not to touch this thing too hard because you don't want it to jump away again. And Ricardo is saying, then watch Empress and give out. No, okay, I read that already. And Chocolate is saying, really, teacher P, you work all week and still have work on the weekend. That's rough. Empress is saying, Ricky and Empress is saying, tell him, Han, you know business in a full fight. And God, so long. And Taylor saying, good night, guys. My phone battery need to charge because I was supporting a lot of people since night and I'm really tired. Have a blessed night. Okay, so they are gone. Okay, Taylor's family, thank you.
Okay,
thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate that.
Really appreciate that.
Ricardo said, Byron, delete yourself, please. And you know, said, borderline and
Ricky knows the man, my brethren, you know.
And teacher P said, yes, Chuck Life, I have clothes to wash and iron, lesson to plan, to write, and dinner to cook. Oh my goodness. Much teacher P. And but I can relate The ironing part, I mean, I know that don't make the clothes them out of the
No,
dryer
no,
hot and try to hang them up before them get wrinkled because the ironing, me not like that at all. I will wash and clean and fold clothes all day, but when it comes to the ironing and the cooking,
Yeah, well, with the cooking now, me take over.
I love to cook, not me.
Sort of love to cook, so, yeah.
I will clean from now till next year, and all is well.
Yeah, wife is sort of speak and span when it comes to cleaning. You know, like, really speak and span. But, me are the chef. So, here goes, compliment.
And chocolate, if you say, Mr. Byron, always I try mix Mrs. And may I tell you, always I try mix me up.
No, Chuck Life, she really mix me up,
And teacher P saying, good night, Taylor's family. Rest well. And Ricardo is saying, good night to the Taylor's family as well. I have amazing rest of the night.
Yes,
And
myself,
amazing
Taylor's family,
weekend.
really appreciate it.
I've been there in a while. Have to join you next live. And Chuck Life is saying, Taylor's blessings. And teacher P saying, I might go out tomorrow, then call it. I worry that part just in case on Monday. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. That is so true. And Ricardo said, I had to Google that one and laughing. I think one of the answers. And Empress is saying, see you, Ricky. And Truck Life is saying, Ricardo, how you so smart, bro? And Empress said, me gonna sleep. Right? And Ricardo says, same so teacher Pete, that's my plan as well. And laughing. And Truck Life is saying, Empress, you're too lying. And that you always say, you see me that even bad care go there, care go. And Ricardo is saying, please reply. And teacher P saying, ha ha ha, lol, I will have to call in sick for DJ2, then I would feel guilty. And Ricardo and Empress is saying, I'm going, see me now with nothing. That's Empress, and Ricardo is laughing, and the Taylor saying, blessings to you all, really love the competition. Sometimes I don't even like how to miss out a week because it's always full of fun and laughter. That is so true. You guys make it very fun and interesting. And teacher P saying, hello, Ush Empress. All right, let me see who first came in with the correct word. What was the word again? Okay. What? Okay. The word run gun again. Problem with the server. Seriously? People technology not working with us tonight at all.
Why Ukraine? I mean, the technology get free.
All right. So first on the board with the correct word, which is programming, is Famous Kid. Welcome, Famous Kid. Thank you so much for joining us. Really,
bless myself, Famous Kid.
Is. And then Ricardo, teacher P saying hello to Famous Kid. Chocolate said, who's Famous Kid? Empress. And Famous Kid is saying hello, hey y'all. Hey, Famous Kid, thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate you being here. Thanks for the support. That's everybody's guess, I'm sure.
Famous Kid, that's all I can do.
So, Empress gonna sleep and Famous Kid wake up. Well. They're not coming down tonight. I'm gonna talk to him. Unless I'm gonna help himself. Him have some cookies in the pantry and some
JJ.
I'm gonna buy. Oh Jesus. My name there. The cake with the cream in the middle. All right. And Yoda was saying RSBB means rest, sleep, pray, and vote. And Empress said, may I go turn tutorial king because I won't have any data. Teacher Clive is saying teacher P lol. Wow. Carter saying, wait, you want the French meaning? Okay, that was for that. And teacher P saying lol, shock life, and Ricardo is saying trouble not laughing. We're saying good night, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Stay blessed. And as it said, Charm was in the building. Welcome again, Charm. Thank you so much. Ricardo said, Empress gone back to dark chocolate, still there. Empress gone, but dark chocolate still there. And teacher P saying blessings, Charm. Empress is saying big up yourself. And Byron, big up yourself. And teacher P saying good night, Empress. Have a great weekend as well. Yeah. And Charm was saying in ads. And you guys saying Byron and Ricardo set me up with him candles. And Ricardo is showing candles again. And Ricardo is saying get up out of the chair. And Charm is saying hey to teacher P. Teacher P is laughing. And Chocolate is saying, I saw you, Mr. Byron, take away Miss and cheer. You are guilty, Mr. Byron.
That sounds like a truth.
And you then said, when I need to be honest and take the man cheer first, put the lie in the general Byron. Lie on the general Byron.
Yeah, I mean, how was that?
You would have to go feel.
I mean, that's why I love you, that's
and teacher P said, hello, Chocolate. And teacher P said, how are you doing? Charm is saying, I'm doing okay, just wake up.
I see, the only person who tell the truth since 19, are you that I am.
Ricardo said, all right, me go sleep. And Chocolate is saying, congrats again, Ricky, go sleep now. And Chocolate is saying, same to Ricardo. You were reading my mind, bro. Ricardo said, Empress, your time now. And you there saying, so all who didn't know, no, my crystal ball working. So Ricky won 2 games straight, all because of me dancing.
Wow.
And Ricardo said, that's why I'm gonna do big. That's what I'm gonna do, big bro. And teacher P saying good night, Ricardo. And teacher P saying lol, chocolate. And Ricardo is laughing. And Charms is showing reference. Teacher P saying lol, Yuda. And Ricardo is saying I'm not leaving. They can't see him with him. I said Ricardo not gonna wait. All right, let's see who came in. If anyone came in with that one. Wow, may I tell you? Ricardo is, no, not Ricardo. Truck Life is firing tonight. What? So Truck Life is first with the correct word, which is processor, then Ricardo, then, yep, that's but, Ricardo.
You know, say, I know the first time I see Truck Life take them on to Trump.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I really challenge them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, I mean, if Truck Life, you understand, definitely put on the challenge more and more. You understand? I can't see where that method is very effective.
And I tell you that Byron the chair strips out my back, I can't even lean back.
The man cuss me out and I want by the chair.
Just pass the Byron the dear stuff.
People must say she don't want by
the chair. Pass the
chair.
tour on the side of the couch.
Maybe you like Zelensky. You want the chair because I hit a cause you want the chair. You see, she maintained Vladimir Putin.
Because you know when you're not coming up there because of the angle that you are part of your angle.
See, sir. You understand? The thing with the cause you are, I go up on my knees and give her it. You understand? And she give me a Vladimir Putin. All right.
Okay, so I want to say good night and welcome to James Gippe. Welcome, thank you
James
so much
Gippe,
for
bless up yourself for being here. Big up yourself.
Okay,
right?
guys.
100%.
You see me share him out a lot of times, so he runs a growth stream, so you guys can go and check him out when he's on. He runs
yes,
a
James
very
Gippe,
nice,
we really appreciate that you're here supporting us, and that's 100%. We love that. Big up.
And he's saying, share. Thank you so much for that, James. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming over. So guys, when James is having his growth stream, you guys can go over and check it out. I always share it out so you can go and make new friends.
All right.
All right. So let's give you guys the other letters to unscramble. And let me just reboot this and see if it will come back up.
Here we go. Wouldn't mind if you take it back on this.
I'm almost finished. I'm not putting it back over there.
You come back.
It's coming up. Nope. Buffering again. Let's see how long it does that.
Is it a memory situation? Yeah.
I don't know, Shimari, so I need to get some. I think I have so many things on it now. Declare about the laptop and boot it back again. And so I need more memory for this.
So we have to just buy more memory. I think it's coming up now.
Okay, it's back up.
Okay. So we can switch it from that to this.
I'm switching again, Byron. We almost finished our. How do you want to do that? Okay, this is the word to unscramble, guys. Where's the mouse?
Give the word to unscramble.
Yeah, give them the word to unscramble. I'm sure I did, but the way how. Let me see. Yes, I did. All right, so let's see. And Chocolate is saying, Teacher P, you go and listen Empress and Ricardo, they're not going anywhere. This is what them always do. And Teacher P said, Lol Ricardo, and you're there saying, Teacher P, my money are grow. Okay, and Teacher P said, really Chocolate, lol, and you're there saying, hope your man I see in that one. And Chocolate said, Ricardo, come open bro, and Teacher P saying, save it for me and you da lol.
This is nice. This is all right.
Yeah. And Chocolate is saying, see the evidence your Teacher P Ricardo said, me just did one get a 1 point.
But the thing is,
Sorry. At the stream. Sorry, guys. I was like, what happened now? All right.
Look how me look beautiful. Look how me look handsome in a mom's chair. My mom's look beautiful in my own. It look like a study traffic look.
Boy, you're not easy.
Oh,
You're not easy at all. All right. So David is in the building. Good night, David.
Bless
Welcome.
yourself,
Thank you
David.
so much for coming. Let's hope this thing stay with us and not start the problem again. All right. Let's see who first came. Oh, one over there. So who first came in with the correct let's say yes, you met the people in my taught me with what you start calling me recently. Although you used to call me before, but not on social media. All right, so first on the board with the correct word is sassy, then Empress, and the word is hardware.
Okay, so this is for this one, right?
Yeah. All right, let's give you the next one. Trust me, this is like a seesaw.
Okay, so let me just highlight the score here. Ricardo on 2, Chuck Life on 3, Famous Kid on 1, Disassi on 1. So far, Chuck Life is leading game number 3, and could pretty well take game number 3 as the way as the way it looks right now. Chuck Life really looking good. All right.
Oh my goodness. This one.
So this is a game that Chuck Life can take. Right?
Okay.
For Chuck Life to win.
There's the next set of letters, guys, to unscramble. All right. Gotta say, Chuck Life say, Ricardo, come go up now, bro. And teacher P says, save it for me and you the lol. And teacher Chuck Life is saying, see the evidence there, teacher P. Ricardo is saying, me just did one get okay, see that, okay, sorry, read that already. And there's laughter there. Yuda is saying, yes, teacher P, I will. Ricardo is saying, take it away now, guys. Teacher P is saying, okay, Yuda. Chuck Life is saying, teacher P, you see how far back in the chat sheet.
I tell you.
Teacher P say, yes, Chuck Life, very far. Super active, gone over an hour ago. My book said, Chuck Life, see, she not done till Christmas.
Oh my God.
And Chuck Life said, teacher P, she not far, she 4. You guys between last week and this week, on a mashing me up in the chat, trust me. And teacher P said, ha ha ha, lol, Yuda and Chuck Life. Let me just see which internet is on. Okay, it's on the booster because it looked a bit scrambled on this. Okay. You Chuck Life say you that laughing teacher is hallelujah and Chuck Life. You that saying lol 4 why? Chuck Life is saying life full of vibes tonight. And Ricardo said me not answer no more. Chuck Life is saying you that me I tell you Chuck Life say Ricardo shh. Ricardo said me love that. You would have said, for real, Chuck Life, it nice. Ricardo said, nah, sweep it, man. I'm giving someone else a chance. And you'd have said, might as well, and just read comments now. Ricardo, zip him out. Chuck Life said, Ricardo, are you a nerd? Okay, and you'd have said, only Ricardo one bright right now. And Chuck Life said, from bedroom to bathroom. And Ricardo said, one name nerd, and teacher P is laughing. And you'd have saying, Rose Hug is the saying Rose Hug is the answer. And Chuck Life is saying, what's next, kitchen? Ricardo is laughing, Chuck Life. And the kitchen almost came next to Tuna, but switch off for that. And Chuck Life is saying, Yuda, are you hungry? And
always
teacher laughing.
Trust me, Yuda always come again.
And teacher P is laughing. Ricardo is looking at Chuck Life. He said, I have been here smiling and laughing from the game start. Exactly. And teacher P showing love. Chuck Life is saying, Mr. Byron, a yarn again, sleep a creep upon him and laughing. Teacher P is laughing.
And now like Empress get a shot tonight.
And Chuck Life is saying, Empress backstage, I wait for Byron to slip up.
Yeah, and that's what Chuck Life.
And Ricardo said, me see it too. And Ricardo said, watch there again. And Ricardo said, man, tired. Okay, and Chuck Life is love. Lord Jesus, me really there far. Teacher P showing love. And Chuck Life is saying, he just rub him eyes. And Ricardo is saying, watch him, yeah, them a bat. Sleep and drip him. Sleep and drip him, you know. And Chuck Life is saying, Empress, you weak. And the Chuck Life is saying, teacher P, you see Empress still here. And Empress said, not feeling good, Chuck Life, but I'm here. And Ricardo said, me not sweep, not me just a watch. And Chuck Life is saying, Empress, thumbs up. And Chuck Life saying, what's wrong with you, Empress? All right, so let's see who first came in. I'm afraid to touch it there, so let's see who first came in with the correct answer for that one. All right. Yeah, I see also to answer there, so.
Oh, 956.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Sassy says Cosmopolitan, no. And David Grant had the correct answer, which is applications, then famous kid. So those are the two correct ones. Oh my God, this game is flip flopping all over the place.
Yep.
Two
So-
left. Yeah, it's anybody's game at this point.
Yeah, it's actually anybody's game. So far, Truck Life still be the dominant person here, still poised to win the game.
All right, here's a shorter one. All right, so that's the next one. So unscramble those letters. All right, so all right, so Truck Life says, "What's wrong with you, Empress?" And Teacher P saying, "Lol, yes, Truck Life, she is here in live colors." And Life with Susan is in the building saying, "Good night, guys," and I welcomed her already. So good night again,
Yeah.
Susan, and thank you so
Bless
much for
himself,
coming.
Susan.
And Truck Life is saying, "Yawning again, Mr. Byron, really? Stay up." 100.
Tell you.
And Truck Life is saying,
We now make
"Susan,
Empress
bless up."
win tonight.
And Susan is saying, "Truck Life," and Teacher P saying, "Sounds good, Mrs. Mystic. A little alcoholic beverage is good at times, yes, but a very minute amount."
And I want to tell you something, you know.
A
like,
friend banned me from carry alcohol at our house because I want to make no sense. The amount, the percentage too small.
I'm an occasional drinker because I only drink on Fridays. So from Monday to Thursday, when I touch nothing. Friday, of course, coming on the live, just get some pepper.
A real pep up.
All right.
And Ricardo saying, "Baron, get up out of the chair. You're too comfortable."
Man, I told you, Ricky, that's why I now get up in there.
And then salutation there.
Because you know, say if me in the chair, the Empress catch me asleep already.
And Teacher Clive is saying, "Teacher P, she always catch me with the style saying good night and still stay. Sometimes I say good night to Empress all 5 and 6 times."
Remember, I tell you, I don't think the Empress go on with.
She just say, lol, Teacher Clive, I can imagine. And Teacher Clive said, "Mr. Barry, once and for all, you've been in Mrs. chair too long." And them stretch out the two.
Well, I line up. But I tell you, comfortable Truck Life, comfortable.
And you there saying, "Byron are the director now, him in the big chair for
Aye.
good. It look it look like to me." And Chuck Life is saying, "Sleep."
Yoda, oh it look. You know, like me can't take it over.
And Teacher P
Talk
is
to me, Yoda.
laughing. And Empress is saying, "Ricardo, give me a break now." And Ricardo is saying hello to Susan. Ricardo is saying, "Exactly, Sir Baron. Please to get up out of the chair. No big boss." And Susan is also blessed up Teacher P, and Empress is saying, "May I go to bed for real now? Good night, y'all." And Chuck Life is saying, "Empress, you get that screenshot," and laughing. And Ricardo saying, "We don't know, Empress." Teacher P saying, "Ha ha ha lol." And Teacher P saying, "Sound good, Mr. Mystic." And you there saying, "Teacher P, I got a strong drink for you." And Susan is saying, "I'm here drinking Campari and stone
No,
ginger wine."
Truck Life, if Empress get any picture of me, that would be carpet bombing. That's illegal.
And-
Right? She not supposed to take that one there.
And Teacher P says, "Send it over you, the lol." And Teacher P said, "Nice, Susan." And Chuck Life is saying, "Susan, you have plans later?" And you there saying, "It's on the way, TP." And Teacher P said, "Nice, Mystic." Yeah, I'm missing out one already. The other number 9. Let me see who first came in with that, and then we... All right. It is done. So first on the board with the correct word is drum roll. I can't even roll drum.
Seriously?
Truck Life.
Oh,
It is done.
all right.
So Truck Life made it to the finish
Yeah,
line.
man.
Can
All
see-
back Ricky Ricardo. You understand who won number 1 and number 2, but Truck Life prevailed. Trust me. All right. This one goes to Truck Life for real. And Truck Life really deserve the one, yeah. Right? True champion. You understand? Hold on for the one and hold back Vladimir Putin. Remember me tell you.
Ricardo Putin.
Yeah. See, Ricky, remember me told you, Chuck Life, roll back Ricardo Putin. Yes, Ricky.
All right, so Teacher B saying thank you. You then she's also saying Campari and rum cream is one of my favorite drink. Okay, so congratulations to the winners tonight. So you have Ricky.
So we have Ricky Ricardo on round one. Ricky Ricardo on round two, and Chuck Life stop Ricky Putin on round number 3. Remember me told you.
Okay, so Yuda says how those taste together, Teacher P, and Teacher P saying taste very good, Yuda.
Yeah,
Yuda saying okay.
I have never have Campari and rum cream. Something what we need to try.
Teacher P says it tastes good. And Teacher P, have you tried it with the chocolate rum cream? Oh, they have chocolate rum cream.
Them have chocolate rum
and
cream.
Susan and Katie saying, no chocolate, me just feel for drink something strong, me sleepy, but the baby not sleeping. Okay. And Teacher P saying, no, Ricardo, only the original flavor. And you guys saying, I had Campari when I was in my early 20s.
Chocolate rum cream?
That's
We
what
never
you're
have
saying.
chocolate rum cream.
And Chocolate is saying, okay, Susan, I should have been there to put the baby to sleep. Susan is saying, Teacher P, that drink have a name. Did you know that? And Ricardo is saying, you have to try Teacher P. And Chocolate is saying all about the cheese.
Yeah, but why?
Susan is saying, I wouldn't.
You have Chocolate, did you?
Mind try. Yes.
So,
you let me up on IG. So Chocolate, it's everything remains the same. You can just let me know.
Okay. So all right, Chuck Life. Link moms and IG. Yeah.
So my reflexes are gonna get out of control with a back on here.
All right. But I understand you have that already. So everything is good.
Teacher P say yes, Susan. It name Pink.
Pink one.
Look here, I will not defile my mouth.
Yeah, if you're not the wedding, pink vagina. I don't know.
I have no V night.
Okay.
I will not defile my mouth.
Pink pea.
Mm-hmm.
Pink puss.
Yeah, pink puss.
Oh, pink puss. Boy.
Ricardo said, get up out of the chair, Byron.
Well, let me ask. Chuck Life and Ricky, whenever drink pink puss.
You just say, and why you don't like the name, why you don't like the name moms and laughing? I don't know, it just don't sound right to me. I don't know. He used to call me that before, then he stopped, and then he started again the other day.
No, I mean, I don't swear moms or offensive. Moms is
I never said
you
offensive, I just don't like it.
Okay.
He used to call me Nana, and I think Nana was okay because the boys, when they were smaller, used to call me Nana. As Byron said Nana, and then when I went to Bermuda, I realized that Nana is a grandma. They call their grandma Nana. Nana means grandma.
Well, it all boils down to culture, right? What some things that means. X may mean Y in a different culture.
Because the people are tired of saying I'm a cheer. I'm a cheer.
What? Hey, I'm going to go back in this chair and Chuck Life, relax. I'm come out of mom's chair.
Go back in your chair. All right, and then move over now.
All right. Some feel like president again in the chair.
Mm-hmm. The world is in balance again. There was a bit of an imbalance.
I'm feeling low in the chair. I'm in the chair, I know.
And your bottom not feel fluff. This well supported back and butt.
All right. So, I mean, we really appreciate,
I'm going to chat it in us, please. No one hold the long lamentation.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so, all right. So, we've balanced things again.
Yeah.
So you would say, and why you do okay. And Chocolate said, me tired for talk, Mr. Byron. We are all tired of seeing you in wifey chair.
Get out, I know.
Ricardo said, Byron, get up, no boss man. So I said, the baby up and down in the house, can't sleep yet. Oh, baby, is it tonight? Drink too much juice today or
What
too
an
much
Empress?
sugar? Hey, Suzanne.
Oh, Susan.
And teacher P
Okay.
saying, don't say that. No, my man gone elsewhere. Oh my. And Chuck Life said, Ricardo Boss man, forget up long time, yes. And
Go on,
teacher
man,
P
tell
said,
him.
aha, laugh out loud, Chuck Life. And you guys said, Chuck Life. And looking and laughing. And teacher P said, congratulations, Chuck Life and Ricardo. Okay, so
You know some of the two persons support me. Yuda and Tommy. Everybody else. Boy, trust me.
Everybody supported that their own way.
Chuck Life licked me tonight. Ricky licked me tonight. And I remember Bad Mind Empress. Remember me told.
And you were hurt with after all of
No.
them, they licked the way.
Teacher Peter come for me too. We start to have some support.
And teacher P said, laugh out loud, you that. And you kind of say, I'm a child. Be careful what you know. I say in the chat, you know, and looking, well, me, I must catch up. Please don't make you run away again. And Susan said, I have a new video out, guys. Okay, we'll check it out.
Exactly.
And teacher P saying, your man going places, Chuck Life, hush. And Chuck Life is saying, that's a long one. And famous kid, okay, man. And Chuck Life is saying, who is famous kid? Empress? And you there saying, Ricardo, go up now.
I don't know, say Empress have a lot of clothes. Remember me too.
Tell you, if your wardrobe full.
Yeah.
If your closet overflowing. Ricardo is saying, soon check it out, Suzanne. And Chuck Life is saying, you that tell him again for me, please. Ricardo is saying, but at the truth, auntie, Sabbath start. And teacher P saying, thank you, Mystic, and showing love. And Empress is saying, hear me name and call. And teacher P say, I can imagine, and ironing is not easy at all. Not at all. Just one thing. I will do it, but not with love. And you there saying, I wonder who will go come help me work after this life ends. Or should we all did our work today? So we can't come over and help you now. We're tired from doing our work today. Not if you're on your own Oshwa next time.
It's rough, man.
I tell you.
Rough.
And Chuck Life said, teacher P, you're not sleepy. And Chuck Life said, Yuda, what kind of work you doing? Yuda said, Byron, you can't cook good or you boil. Or you boil.
Nah, man, I'm a big chef, man. What you talking about, Yuda?
You can't chef, man. You can't cook.
Steam fish and fry fish. You understand? You name it.
And teacher P said, no, Chuck Life, I need to play before I go to bed. And teacher P said, lol, that was a joke, Chuck Life. And Chuck Life said, teacher P, lol, and you then said, Chuck Life nursing. And Ricardo said, that may I wonder to Auntie Yuda, because I know I don't finish my work either. And teacher P said, lol, Chuck Life. Oh, teacher, then not come down yet. 10. No. And Chuck Life said, teacher P, you see your lol, he must go read the pantry already by himself.
Right.
And teacher
I forgot some can't do that.
And teacher P said, I will help you work, Yuda. And Chuck Life is saying, nursing with Yuda. And Yuda is saying, teacher P, what kind of play? And teacher P said, that with have Chuck Life, I give trouble at night. And teacher P saying, the game that you and all other females like Yuda lol. And Chuck Life is saying, teacher P, and laughing. And Yuda is saying, Chuck Life, I only know one kind of nursing. And teacher P saying, ha ha ha, laugh out loud, Chuck Life. And teacher P saying, lol, Yuda. And Yuda saying, I thought, but was a typo. I thought you were saying pray. And Ricardo is saying, see, I'm too young for this. And teacher P saying, whoa, lol, Yuda. I normally pray in the mornings. And teacher P said, ha ha ha, lol, Ricardo. And through Ricardo, we have to go up. This have to grown folks. The trick. And teacher P saying, I'm nice, Chuck Life, you got that one. Oh, yes. Yeah. Ricardo is saying, yes, auntie, make we take what we sell. Chuck Life is saying, Ricardo, you're still here. Chuck Life is saying, thank you, teacher P. And Yuda is saying, we pray both before we go both before going to sleep and when I wake up and in between sleep. What is that fire truck? And Teacher P saying, oh my God, you are way up in the chat mystic. Okay, and Ricardo said, me done now, Chuck Life. Teacher P saying, you're welcome, Chuck Life. Teacher P saying, me too, you, the lol. And James, he said he shared me out. Okay. Chuck Life is saying, Ricardo, I have heard that too many times to believe lol. Teacher P saying, hello to James. Empress is saying, that's why I'm not play. And Ricardo is saying, I'm serious now. Chuck Life is saying, Empress, you're full of style. And you guys saying, Ricardo, me not say another word, I'm a Sabbath. And Empress is saying, okay, wait, she must be correcting something. And Yuda is saying, where's Empress? And Empress is saying, I'm here, Yuda. Ricardo saying, we don't talk to Auntie Yuda and zip up his mouth. And Chuck Life is saying, with your enough accounts, Empress. Ricardo said, get up out of the chair, Byron. Teacher P saying, please give honor chair, Byron. Lol. And Ricardo saying, Byron, get up. Ricardo saying, get up, Byron. And Chuck Life is laughing, and Empress is saying, I'm here with one account now. And Sassy saying, Byron, please to give honor chair, cause Ricky you hear? Sassy said, Byron, please to give honor chair, cause Ricky a true iron fear, rah.
You remember me tell us, Sassy? Somebody else.
Ricardo said, Byron, please to give on the chair. Teacher, please, Sassy. And Ricardo said, don't ask, just get up. Okay, welcome, Sassy. Thank you so much for joining with your face. Really appreciate that. And you guys saying, that's right, zip it.
All right.
And Truck Life is saying, Ricardo and laughing and thumbs up. And Sassy saying, Truck Life. It's also saying, Teacher P. And Truck Life is saying, Sassy and showing heart. Ricardo is saying, I want to fight Byron for the chair. And Sassy said, me notice say, some of you don't see me again when me using Dion channel, and cried, oh, we do see you. And you guys said, Sassy blessing, and Sassy said, me know man Ricky. Oh, shite. And Teacher P is showing virtual heart, and Sassy saying, you don't no reading tonight.
All right.
And Sassy saying, okay. And Sassy said, I don't know why him not get up. And you guys said, are you wrong? Are you wrong enough, Sassy? You change your outfit too much, lol. And Empress is saying, Sassy, like you want Shock Life went to God's side. And Sassy said, lol, Ricky. And I said, oh my hush, Empress. And David is in the building. And I said that he said, sorry for being late, just passing by. No problem, David.
Right,
thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful and blessed night. And Sassy saying, hush, I'm Yuda. And Empress is saying, hey, David, welcome. Chuck Life is saying, Mr. Byron, get a blight tonight, miss, and give him a pass to sit in the seat.
Yes.
And you guys saying, may I go find an old woman? May I go find an old woman or man push off a bed now? I got to sleep. I gotta say, David, bitch, you want one. Teacher P said, good night, David. David said, hey, Empress has, okay, so salutation. Teacher P said, what happens? Oh, it was when we switched from the phone and then it knocked me back out. And
still have more to go.
And Chuck Life is saying, them gone again. And Chuck Life is saying, oh, them back. We had switched the chair now. And Teacher P said, halal. And you guys saying, Lord, and break another, Lord, and break another camera. And, hold on, I'm almost there. And Ricardo said, Byron, please to get up out of the chair now. Truck Life said, him say moms again and laughing. Ricardo said, Byron, get up. Truck Life said, Mrs. Moms and laughing. And Sassy's laughing.
You want to beat them in the chat, you have several more to go.
Okay, guys, he want to go warm up in chicken.
Oh yeah. Trust me.
Teacher P say, that's Mr. Mystic pet name for his wife in Truck Life. And the Empress says, I'll know I don't get a point. David says, what are we playing? And Ricardo is saying, unscramble words, David, but you're well late. And Sassy is saying, oh, comes Empress. And Truck Life is saying, Teacher P, lol, I know, but he's not supposed to say it on the line. And David said, oh, okay, Ricardo. And Sassy say, okay, and okay. And Teacher P saying, halal. He is comfortable, Chuck Life, that's why. And Chuck Life is saying, Sassy, what does that mean? And Sassy saying, sure, the phone changed my word. Empress is saying, oh, father. And Ricardo is saying, David, come go up, you're late. And Empress is saying, me even not try go sleep now. Congratulations to all the winners. And Teacher P saying, ha, laugh out loud, I'm weak. And Sassy saying, is the phone to that truck life after me click send? And truck life is saying, Teacher P, him too comfortable tonight in that chair. And Ricardo said, watch Monkey Wrench, lol. And Empress said, have a great weekend, guys. And Teacher P said, ha ha, you are so correct, truck life. And Sassy saying, kids, so salutation, truck life, the Sassy and lol. Ricardo throwing out monkey wrench. Truck life is saying Teacher P lol. Ricardo saying good night, Empress. Teacher P saying truck life. Ricardo is saying, Ricardo, come go up yet, bro. And Ricardo is saying, Empress, Byron, go sleep then. So he said, Byron, open your eyes wide. And Ricardo said, me I go watch Byron, bro. And Chuck Life is saying, Ricardo, you must be watching your keyboard because your fingers can't stop moving. You have really busy fingers. And Empress is saying, Ricky got tired with Chuck Life, make a win, lol. And Ricardo is saying, all right, me done tired for now. And Ricardo, okay, formula. And Empress is saying, what you know? And Chuck Life is saying, for now. And Empress is saying, good night, guys. Sassy is saying, Chuck Life, give me a break now. And Ricardo said, you should have talked earlier, Empress. And Chuck Life is saying, Sassy, and laughing. And Chuck Life is saying, Sassy, I feel like you all the time. And Sassy saying, then watch, me think my answer was second, then me refresh the chat and it then last and cried. And Sassy saying, loud truck life. Oh my God. And truck life is saying, Sassy, I go through that a lot. I'm stressing there a lot. And Sassy saying, I know, bro. And truck life laughing because Barrett says carpet bombing instead of carpet bombing. Ricardo is saying, congratulations, big bro, and laughing. Chuck Life is saying, Ricardo is saying, Byron, don't call my name. Yuda is saying, be gone later, guys. God bless you all. Okay, Yuda, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. And Chuck Life is laughing. And Ricardo is saying, Byron, I rebuke you. And giving 2 candles. Chuck Life said, Ricardo, Putin. Chuck Life said, Yuda. And Yuda said, yes, Chuck Life. Chuck Life said, Ricardo, that name bad, me not lie. Ricardo, Putin, not laughing. Chuck Life said, yes, I have the same number. Yes, okay, no problem. Chuck Life said, night, but was well behaved tonight. Yes, we still have him under manners. We don't take him out of the naughty corner yet. Chuck Life said, pink post I can't manage. And Sassy said, laugh out loud here, Byron, about him pink post. And Ricardo said, Byron, me a Christian, so I don't drink. And Chuck Life said, no, pink post for me, a teacher, me drink that. And Yuda said, pink cat. And Sassy said, I saw it name for you, it tastes good, man, really? Chuck Life said, Nana sound old. I'm telling you. And Chuck Life is the same thing. And Ricardo said, that's how I call my grandma, yes. And Ricardo says, yes, take him up. And Chuck Life is saying, Mrs. and your chair not hot. And Teacher be showing love. And Chuck Life is saying, Mr. Byron, well low. Chuck Life is laughing. And Teacher P said, election run. Yes, election run. And him lose back the seat. The constituents them vote him back out. Well, they never vote him in the first place. I didn't try to overthrow me. And Yuda said, and the chair must have to laugh. And Chuck Life said, yes, Teacher P, long time it for run lol. And Yuda said, yes, should have slapped you should have slapped the chair. And Sassy said, and Byron lose, yes. And Teacher P said, haha, lol, Chuck Life. And Teacher P said, dead with laugh out loud. And Empress said, what kind of lick business Byron I talk about? And Sassy said, Byron, you still buying the laptop? Me tell you, nah, stop. And guys, in a learning lesson right now, throw them on the dresser out there in one corner. Scratch them. So me still are the original scratches. And Empress at 12:07 a.m. heading to bed. Okay, Empress. Thank you so much for coming. And Ricardo said, Byron, why? And Empress said, I'm going to take up clothes offline. And Ricardo said, Empress, me think you sleep long time. And Chuck Life said, Sassy, leave that alone. Leave the billionaire alone. And Ricardo said, oh, true, Sassy, Sir Byron, when the money I share, just the instinct you did not even mean never want to hold on panic, but put it on the lock and key. And Empress said, Byron, secure him lottery ticket, you know. And Sassy said, the man was here, Empress close off the line. Miss, make the sun catch them later on before you take them up and teach a piece showing love. And Sassy saying, lol, shock life. And Empress is saying, you know, here Byron have plans to the money long time. And Sassy said, laugh out loud, Ricky. And Empress is saying, Sassy, it's not me alone, use the line. And remember, I'm going tomorrow. Okay, safe travel, Empress. And Sassy saying, yeah, I understand, but it's really late now. And Empress is saying, someone going to use the line later on. And Sassy saying, okay, Teacher P is laughing, and Ricardo sleep more than Byron, you know. And Empress is saying, yes, if it had did me alone, use the line. No. Okay, Teacher P is laughing at Ricardo's comment, and Sassy saying, okay, hon. And Empress is saying, guys, I'm going to sleep now. Enjoy your weekend. Good night, Empress. And Ricardo is saying, him go wash him face. And Tricklife is saying, Empress, bless up. Ricardo is saying, bless up, sis, rest well. Yes, rest well and safe journey tomorrow. And Susan and the kids is saying, Sassy Diva, big up. And Sassy is saying, Susan, Teacher Peace, showing virtual heart. Teacher P's laughing, Yuda is so hilarious. Yes, she is. And Yuda says, wanna stop text me and get caught up. May I go sleep on the job and me not do no work yet. Hush Yuda, and Yuda, Teacher P say, oh my Yuda, hush. And Ricardo said, greedy Byron gone. May I tell him I've a rotisserie chicken up them, man, it's still the pan. And Sassy said, hush Yuda. And Ricardo saying, have a great rest of the night and weekend, guys. Mystic family, thank you guys for another amazing live stream. Hope you guys have an extraordinary weekend and week ahead. Blessing, guys. Blessing to you also, Ricardo. Wishing you likewise. Thank you so much for joining. Teacher P saying good night, Ricardo. Sassy saying good night, Ricky. Chucklife is saying Ricky and showing reference. And Chucklife is saying great life as always. Thank you so much, Chucklife. And he's saying, Mystic, I really appreciate you guys spending time with us every Friday night and really appreciate you guys being with us every Friday night, and you guys make it the fun that it is and make it very enjoyable. Make it very enjoyable. Oh my God. So again, thank you so much, guys, for being with us. Really appreciate it. Everyone have a blessed and restful night. I finally caught up with the chat. Oh my God, this is an accomplishment. So guys, rest well. Have a blessed and wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful and productive week. And everybody, walk good, stay safe, stay blessed. Good night.